Last week on Tall Can Tuesday.
No way. Yeah, 10 skill. Now got some kind of like the bumper. And how much flex that body gets, eh?
Tall Can Tuesday. Yes. What's up, dudes? Welcome back to another episode of Tall Can Tuesday. Glad to see all the regulars are back. Slade, my condolences, brother. Glad to see you back. Let's see here. We got a new name. Lance, what's up, buddy? Ironclad, what's up? I just subscribed to you. I remembered. Everything's cool. Antonio, I ate all your snacks. They were freaking delicious. Donald Johnson, what's up, buddy? Jeremy Martell, another, regular name. What's up, dude? Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. Rudy, what's up, man? All the regular players are here. Nash, what is up, buddy? Yeah, let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Six Stance Cars, what is up, man? Yeah, it's another Tall Can Tuesday, and it wouldn't be a Tall Can Tuesday, well, without a freaking beer. So let's get started. Hopefully you guys are having a cold beverage wherever you are in this world. Hopefully it's not too early in the morning. And if it is, maybe it's coffee. I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy some of this delicious Beck's beer. It's delicious. I'm going to take a swig. It's going to be great. Yes. All right. So on this episode of Tall Can Tuesday, we got, what do we got? We got, congratulations to 10 Scale and Chris last week for winning the raffle. Chris got the jet boat. I'm packaging it up right now. Everything is printed. It's ready to go. Hallie from 10 Scale Garage won the first iteration of the drift cage, RC drift cage that should hopefully fit on most chassis, not just the D5. So that's super cool. And we will raffle probably one of these off along with the Helix build for the next raffle. So if you dudes want to join the raffle, super chat me 5 bones, and that'll get you, well, not only do you support the channel and all the projects within it, but you will also be entered to win, and then, it's a no-brainer. You should do it. It helps me out because I got to get ESC still for the stroller. We got some updates for the stroller. What else? We got a little bit of a neighbor update. It's what's in this bag. It's going to be great. What else we got? The fleet. I spent, I spent a good solid hour putting all of my RC cars out here, and my God, like the Porsche is down there, but the body's in the living room because it just wouldn't fit. But this is a majority of the RC cars. We're going to go through each one and talk a little bit about them. I'm going to drink this beer instead of holding it. Hello. Delicious. Super Greg, number 1. What's up, buddy? Let's see here. What else do you do? Eric has fallen into a fit. You have fallen into a fit, Eric. I hope you're okay. I hope it's not a seizure. Hope you're good. Slade is telling me to drink more beers. I will. Ooh, Rudy's drinking Red Stripe. I passed it. I was thinking about it, but it wasn't a tall can. I love those stubby bottles, man. They're delicious. Alan Thompson, what's up, man? Hopefully you're doing well. And Antonio usually watches from his phone. All right, buddy. RC's life. Look at this thing, man. It's like you don't really realize you have a problem until you like put them all out. You know, you put them all out, and I don't even think that's all of them. Yeah, no, it isn't, because I've got the Chernobyl machine over there, and yeah, and then of course, you know, you got your mini whoop. You got your mini whoop right here, so that's not even all of them. Damn, it's crazy. It's crazy. Look at this. I mean, it's all slightly out of focus because it's focusing on my face, but what's up? It's 12. It's 12 somewhere. It's 12. What's up, buddy? Jeremy Martell's living room is full. I don't know if I could get away with that, although it's slowly kind of encroaching in the living room because I got a sailboat in there, and this big Porsche body just sitting there because I'm afraid I'm going to smash it in here. I'm going to slip and like fall into it or something. What up, Mike from Australia? Tomorrow you are in the future, Mike. What is up, buddy? Right, there's so many of them, man. I can't even. We're gonna go through them. We're gonna go through them for sure. But let's talk a little bit about the raffle. Why not?
Here it comes! Television's most exciting hour of fantastic prizes. Jimmy, come on up.
Oh, heads up! By the way, this Jimmy right here.
Most importantly, have your.
That's Monster Parts, dudes. That's Monster Parts.
You got the whole message, right?
Don't forget to spade and neuter your pets. All right, wicked. Yeah, so that's the next raffle is this Drift Helix build. I'm printing one of these out slowly because it does take like 50 plus hours to print this thing. So I'm slowly getting there, and that's going to be the next raffle. So if you dudes, want to, Drift Helix build on a D4 chassis, then yeah, enter. And if you don't want to enter right now, you don't have to. There is a PayPal link. I don't think I pasted it into the description because I'm lame like that today, but I'll add it after the stream. But what's up, Clench Fury? Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. But yeah. So anyway, that's enough of the raffle talk, though, for sure. That's enough of the raffle talk. All right, let's do the Troller Stroller update just quickly. Why not? Why not? All right, dudes. So, yeah. So of course we need to figure out how to control two sort of engines, two motors with a pistol gripped radio. So what we need to do is we need to mix the steering channel and the throttle channel into one. And the way we're going to do that is we're using a V-tail mixer. It is a little tiny device. You plug in your channel 1 and your channel 2, and it spits out two channels for individual ESCs. And what that will do, I don't know if you can see it here in this video, but you can see that stick there, up and down would be throttle, left and right would be turning. So when he goes up, both of them turn, both of them have throttle. And then when he goes down, both of them go the other way. And then when he goes left, you can see they opposite each other. So this is how it's going to go. Hellbilly, thanks a lot, brother. I hope you get this one, man, for sure. Super appreciated, man. That's going to go straight towards those ESCs. They are expensive. Man, they are expensive. Anyway, but this is the V-tail system, and you can see here somebody got this like tank. It's got 2 ESCs, and it's working with the pistol grip. You can kind of check it out. Let's see here. Yeah, you can kind of see what it's doing. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, here we go. So forwards and backwards, it moves both tracks, and then when he starts steering, it mixes, the other way. So like he just goes left and just goes right, and you can see one goes back and one goes forward. So we'll have to figure out a little bit. I'm assuming that we're going to have to be very careful with. Maybe we'll do dual rates. Maybe we'll turn the rates down on the radio so that we don't have too much input, because if this troller is going to go like, 40 miles an hour. You know, you don't want it to just like flip over. Although maybe that would be awesome. Not too sure. But anyway, this is in the mail. It was ordered on Amazon, and it's coming. It should have been here today, but you know how it is with Amazon. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. But yeah, that should be the coolest way, easiest way to do it. So that's what we're doing. Also, another huge update. Jen's Ace is actually sponsoring the channel. So how exciting is that? I should wait. Maybe I can add an explosion. Let's see here. Where's the explosions? Bombs. Here we go. Where's that bomb? Car bomb. Is that an explosion? I don't know. I'm going to try to move the explosion so we just get a straight up explosion. Yes. So, Jen's Ace. Oh, no. That's just the stroller. Come on. Really? Okay. Here's the bomb. Yeah. Jen's Ace. I mean, we're going to definitely do a formal thing about them sponsoring. They want part in the Porsche build. So, you know, they're going to probably send me a couple of 6S batteries. So remember we were talking about the stroller going 4S? Well, no, it's going to go 6S, dudes. It's going to be a 6S stroller, and I'll have 2 of them. So we'll have quite a bit of milliamp hour to go rip it. We're going to rip it hard. With the stroller 6S on Jen's Ace batteries with 100C burst, or well, 100C battery burst is probably higher, but yeah, so super excited about that. That's something that's super awesome, super awesome. Yeah, I guess we could get into the fleet. I'm sure that's all what you dudes are looking at. So yeah, let's look. Maybe I'll go into the. Oh boy, where is it? Stable. Here it is. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. So I don't know if you guys, there's a couple of OGs on here for sure who have been here for the like 9 years that I've been slowly trickling YouTube videos like out into the world. And the first project that I was working on was a Losi Baja, or an HPI Baja 5th scale buggy. And oh, right. First of all, I kind of flew around my my Whoop, but I don't know if I focused the camera too well, which sucks. I was like trying to fly it around, you know, in standard def, because I thought it would be funny. So I don't know. I'm gonna drink more beer. Oh, it's 12, buddy, man. That's amazing. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And he wants the cage. Yes, rivalry right there. Anyway, you can see here how tiny my studio is. It's too bad. I really need more space. Totally missing my old apartment that just had like all the space I'd ever need, and I just like never took full advantage of it. And now I'm just sort of like cramped into this little box. But hopefully that'll change soon. And hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, I get a basement at some point or some kind of cave that's a lot bigger, and I can kind of do some shooting, because the shooting has definitely suffered from not being able to get the camera far enough away, not be able to push the background further to get, you know, shallow depth of field in the shots. It's just like difficult to shoot in here, you know. Not to mention it's always a mess, because like, let's be real, all of our workspaces are usually a mess. And yeah, it's just hard, man, when you're stepping over yourself in here. And also when you work in here, man, I like to work from here. Like, I'm working from home for a year now, and it makes me want to drink on Tuesdays. Boom. Nice whoop. Yeah. I think, Super Greg, there might end up being a wheelie bar for the stroller, for real. Like, I will probably put a curve in the throttle so that it's not like when you give her, it doesn't like super take off. But we'll see what's up. What's up, Brevis? Yeah, fine. All right, Nash. Cheers to beers. Wait, Drifting Ninja's asking about steel RC parts. I don't know. Is that a company, or you just mean the metal, like the steel, like steel? You're talking about steel. I don't know, man. Depends on a lot of things. Oh man, Alan's like, you got 30-30 so full. Yeah, I know, but dude, it's still, you could put more crap in it than I can put in this. This has got to be like 10 by 10, bro. Less, probably. The metal, yeah, I don't know. Steel, I don't know, man. How big, what scale, what part? What are you talking about? Anyway, so let's talk about the first RC that started the channel, and that would be, I mean, I don't know how many parts on this thing are still original from the original one, but that's the Baja right here. I'm going to pull it out in a second, but first I'm going to show you guys sort of a highlight reel because I think it's funny. Because this is like 10 years ago, man. I was doing like karate chops, which I still think are funny, and sometimes I throw them into my videos. But yeah, 10 years younger, Kpoprc in his late freaking 20s. Bastard. Man, although, you know, I had a lot of fun partying and playing with giant RC cars. Yeah, man. So anyway, this is me like converting the Baja like buggy to a truck. You know, I bought all the parts to sort of like make it a 5T instead of a 5B. And it like turned out pretty sick, especially when I threw that Team Chase cage on it, which is probably the reason why I love cages so much. And then, oh, maybe I should scale this up. Yeah, this is like my first running video. So like there's a park in Toronto called High Park, and they had dirt jumps, like BMX dirt jumps that are gone now, which is like rest in peace, those dirt jumps. But I took it out and just hit it. And this was the first one, man. This is the first time I went out with a camera and like an RC car specifically for this YouTube channel. So I thought I would show it. Eric, livery, dude. I don't know, man. Good question. I don't know. Good question. I think my girlfriend asked the same question and we figured it out, and then I just never remembered it because my brain has been fried. Clench is yes. All right, Clench, drinking beer. Yeah. But anyway, so this is the yeah. This is like the first time I hit it, and this is like a super big, super heavy RC car, so it flying through the air, like 20 pounds flying through the air is quite, it's just, I don't know, but something about the suspension of these things are just so awesome, and like it's time to whip it out again. You know what I mean? It's time to like get that thing going for sure. Went to my buddy's cottage, you know, I think at the time I was working for MTV Canada, and they had these like Ken dolls. There was somebody who was throwing out these Ken dolls. They're doing some kind of promotion, something stupid. And so I took this Ken doll because I was like, oh man, it's like the perfect driver. And yeah, and then there's the country roads from my buddy's cottage, and we hooked up a camera to it. We drove behind it, we drove in front of it, and it was like a super fun day. Getting this thing top speed. Like, I don't know if you guys ever drove behind an RC that you guys have been like piloting, but you can top it out. Like, you can't top out an RC car usually. Like, you got to stop. Like, I mean, the parking lot is only so big, but if you're driving behind it, you can just like for miles, you can like figure out how fast this thing goes. This is my bro. You can like figure this thing out. So we topped it out quite high. Like, I can't remember how fast we were going, but it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick. Smoke amongst yourselves, dudes. For sure. Smoking bowls. RC addict, man. Smoking the wacky tobacco. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, all right. I don't know how boring this is. Oh, yeah. Wait, I should turn this down a little bit. Audio track mixer. Here we go. Oh, boy. This is how ill-prepared I am. All right. This is back in the day when Twixtor came out. I don't know if you guys remember Twixtor, but Twixtor is like a frame interpolation program. It like figures out frames in between frames for fake slow-mo, and this is kind of uses this like fluid algorithm, and you can kind of see when it like gets really slow, like how it's just kind of like liquid morphs between frames, which is super cool. And you know, in some instances when there's not a lot of contrast in the background, it just looks really good. And if there's portions of the frame that aren't moving, super cool. Man, I got to get back into this stuff. Just been kind of doing bare minimum, it feels. But yeah. What's up, King Wally? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I don't even do, man. I think 10 scale garage is probably late. Oh, drink more beer. All right. Anyway, you can see this is like, I mean, I have the most video footage out of all the RC cars.
Right in front of the camera. It was perfect.
Because, like, this is where it all began, right? We took this thing out and hit it, and it hit it hard. I think I was running Coleman camp fuel. I was running naphtha. I wasn't even running gasoline in this thing. It's like a super low octane, but with 2-stroke motors, if it's not like a race ported motor, you don't really need super high octane. And the naphtha runs super clean. So like all the boat guys will tell you that naphtha is the way to go, unless you're porting or doing high compression. If you're doing high compression, that thing's going to start to diesel and ping, which means just keep running without spark or whatever. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to another RC car. Although maybe I should show it. I should probably show it because I feel like although at some point I'm probably gonna like domino. All of these things are just gonna fall off of their perch, which is hilarious. Let's see here. Oh boy. Oh. All right. So it's a Woodster wide body cage. It doesn't even fit in frame because it's so massive. Like, look, like it's not even a hat. Like I could fit under this body. Oh, yeah. All right, then we got, this is going to suck to put back. Okay, we got the the Team Chase cage. This thing is super stout. I could stand on this thing. I could jump on this thing. I could put it on the ground. I could just jump on it. It does not break. This thing is a monster. And what's cool about it, actually, is that once you fit this onto your Baja, when it flips over, it usually bounces back on its wheel. Like it has this kind of like flex to it, and it's really, really bouncy. But like, look at the size of it. It's like, it's massive. It's massive. And then here you can see the chassis. The chassis is super big. If you look really closely, you can see I have true volume compensating chambers. Like these resis are like the real deal. Like that's shock fluid. And when I mean, it's got a little bit of air pockets in it because it's been sitting for so long, but like they are volume compensating and they're quite sweet. I don't know. The radio tray is somewhere in there. The gas tank is, I think, in my car because I didn't want it to stink up the house. I got a little cork here to like make sure nothing falls into the carb. What else can I say about it? It's got like a modified carb. It's got a bearing in it so it doesn't seize up on you. If you look at the bottom end, you can see this like almost 1/4 inch thick aluminum chassis plate. This thing is just beefy. RPM A-arms, you know, upgraded dog bones, just like the works. Like, and I don't think you can see it, but the bottom end of the motor is actually billet aluminum. It is a Yamadude bottom end with OBR Yamadude bottom end, which is super cool. And it's got Team Fat Dad. I'm going to just keep saying all these things that probably mean absolutely nothing to you dudes, but it's got all the Fat Dad supports and you know, it's just like ready to go. Like this thing, it just weighs more than it should. And it needs a proper exhaust because it's using the stock can, which for racing, a lot of dudes use the stock can because you don't want too much power with rear-wheel drive cars. If you do, they spin out really easy. So you kind of want to you want to go easy in on the throttle, and they'll treat you right. They'll treat you right. All right, I'm gonna try to put this back without damaging anything while I do it, and I should probably drink some more beer while I do it too. Let's see here. Cheers. Yes, wicked. Rasta, which chassis? What are you talking? Oh, are you talking about the Gen 8 crawler? Because if so, I'll get to it. It's like right there. If that's what you're talking about. What up, RC Garage? Oh, all right. I'm on it. All right, I'm going to put this thing back, though, which is going to be super hard. You might see some serious catastrophic failure here. Like I might totally drop this. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the, oh man, it's 12. Cheers to beers, bro. Delicious beer. Oh, the one that I have, like that one, that chassis, that's a Team Chase cage. I don't know if he makes them anymore. I know that they were cloned by King Motors, and you know, like freaking Team Chase is just like a mom and pop company, right? It's just like a dude and his wife. I'm pretty sure they invested like maybe 20 grand on the injection molding aluminum plates specifically for that cage. So once a company like King Motors comes and clones your product, you know, it'll bankrupt you basically. And that's what happened to a lot of the fifth scale guys because of companies like King Motor. So just a heads up when you guys, like, I mean, a lot of people don't know because all those companies are pretty much dead now. That, you know, you find one used one on Facebook Marketplace, and it's like you don't know the history behind what a company like King Motors can do to just like mom and pop RC, you know, modifiers or whatever. It's like a weird thing in the, you know, mid to late 2000s. You know, this was a very, very popular racing series. And it's kind of faded away, and it's interesting to see how much it faded away because of companies that clone the crap out of the chassis. Like, you know, like there was Baja Fest. You know, I don't even think is the fifth scale nationals, East Coast Nationals still happening? Is the West Coast Nationals still happening? I think so, but I don't know if the 5B, like the rear wheel drive platforms, are really racing anymore. It's interesting to it's just an interesting history on how that all happened. But anyway, all right, let's keep moving. Because like I'm like getting into like politics, and like nobody likes politics. All right, so wicked. So this car is a Losi 8E, and it is a Gen 1 Losi 8E. So it's like the first electric Losi platform, like in 8 scale buggy or whatever. And what's crappy about it is that it's Imperial bolts. Like the hexes are Imperial, which is fine, but like none of my other RC cars are Imperial. So it's like I have a separate set of tools specifically for this this 8 scale buggy. Yeah, it's right here. You're gonna just turn this down a bit. Sweet. Here, we'll do this. All right, so it's this buggy right here, and it's been in the stable for so long because like I probably couldn't sell it. But yeah, it's got a Tekken RX8, you know, ESC and motor combo. I've broken it a few times, like hard. And it's been kind of holding together. The last video I did on it, it's not very popular, but if you do check it out on my channel, it's like I try to climb trees with this thing. Like try to find trees where the roots are like a kicker. And then with these tires, if you get it just right, it'll just like shoot itself up a tree, you know, 10, 15 feet up a tree, which is super, super cool. But yeah. Anyway, oh, right here, let me show you, like, hold on, because this is a good video. One of the fifth scale guys, he had this like dome, you know, and he built this like 8 scale track in this dome. And like, I don't know, in Canada up here, the winters get pretty rough. Excuse me. And yeah, so we've just hit this thing. Like we come with our jackets, and just like plastic gets brittle when it's cold though. But yeah, he had a triple on there, and like it was funny because I had cheap Turnigy lipo batteries, and like at one point I got a proper, I can't remember the name of the lipo. It's dead now, but it's like a 3-letter company name. And anyway, so once I got that wicked like 150C battery, I could make the triple. I could never make the triple without like a proper burst battery, which is I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, super fun, man. These things are kind of great. I mean, it's like the ultimate basher. It really is. You know, they are racing platforms, but they are so stout and they are so strong that you know, they're great. Like, I'm surprised people don't find guys that are just out of the racing. You know, they're just like, wife wants it gone, no longer racing. My whole kit sold, like bag, all the spare parts, like 500 tires. You know, all $500. Come and take it from me before my wife burns down my garage or whatever. And you can get these things for super cheap, and they're like monsters. These things are monsters. Like, so awesome. Like, just, you know, fill the diffs with like 100,000 K diff oil, and this thing will do like wheelies on command, which I think is super cool. And I don't know. I just really like. You know, I had a lot of fun with this thing. It doesn't get as much play anymore, which is kind of sad, but I had to dig this one out of a Rubbermaid container under there. It was like rough getting it out, so I thought I'd give it some love, you know what I mean? But looks cozy. Yeah, I mean, it was cold. I'm not gonna lie, it's cold. Thanks, Hillbilly. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna drink more beer. Wicked. Yeah, they're the best, man. 8-scale buggies are super cool. I always wanted one as a kid, you know, like when they came out. Like, there was just something about them. They were just so pricey that like I could never afford it as a kid. But, you know, somebody was selling this thing. I think I picked it up for $300, and man, and then I have like so many spare parts for this thing. Oh my god, I have so many spare parts that it would be kind of stupid to like chuck this thing. I got to make something out of this. I don't know. Leave me in the comments below. What should I do? Like, obviously it needs some kind of like truck inspired thing going on, like some kind of cage, some kind of like hybrid thing. Or do I just keep it the same and like, or do I make it like a speed one where you put like slicks on it and like put a front diffuser and make it kind of indie and get it like super fast? I don't know. I mean, the sky's the limit with these things. Not that I need another project, but this thing's pretty wicked. Putting it back. Putting it back. Don't fall. Putting it back. Yeah. Oh, wicked. Sick, man. No worries, dude. Yeah, if you dudes could hit those thumbs up buttons, that would be huge. 42 you dudes watching. Hopefully you guys are having a good Tuesday. If you're just tuning in, I've got my whole RC collection just sitting there waiting to catch on fire, and we're going through each one basically. I mean, I don't know how much footage I have of everything, but I figure we should try our best to sort of like show the history, I guess.
My scale drift project.
Yes. All right, dudes. If you guys are straight up OGs of the channel, you would know that, like, you know, when I was racing these fifth scales, making fifth scale videos, I was also kind of trying to figure out a way to like sort of quench the thirst for just like making things, like engineering things, doing something cool. And my parents were moving out of our childhood home, and they basically told me to come pick up my JEEZE, and you know, amongst like a whole bunch of report cards and like, you know, finger painting BS and high school, you know, whatever, just like piles of crap that I end up throwing out most of it. Some of it's in there, but I found this wicked RX-7, and this RX-7 actually, the body is like an old Chinese toy. It would like spin around, the doors would open and close, like it would like move around weird, and then it would stop, and then the headlights would pop up, and then the doors would open and the doors would close, and the headlights would pop down, and then it would start moving around again. You know, it had that little like motor underneath, and it would like do weird stupid stuff. But I mean, I had the eye. I was like, man, this thing is a perfect representation of a first gen RX-7. Let me just get it out. And I mean, the wheelbase was a bit weird. I mean, RC drifting was kind of in its infancy. You know, nobody was doing rear wheel drive stuff yet anyway. And like, just, it wasn't as robust. Like, you know, we're talking, I don't know, seven or 8 years ago. Maybe just that I was aware of, like maybe that it did have like a healthy community. I'm not sure, but the wheelbase of this body is isn't it's not the same as like RC drifting, right? So I had to find a chassis that had the right wheelbase, and I found it with a HPI chassis. The chassis is like, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, maybe it says it on the bottom. It doesn't. It doesn't. Anyway, but the chassis is just like a Sprint or something. It's like a, you know, true 10 scale, so it's a bit smaller, and it's super cool. So the headlights pop up. The doors also are on servo, so I could open and close the doors, which I thought would have been really cool if like mid drift I could just like open a door, you know. The headlights can't wink; they're both connected to each other, so I could pop them up and pop them down. I have to make a Lexan window. You can see how dusty everything is, and there is like a copper cage. Maybe I can pull this thing. Maybe I can pull this thing apart just to show you dudes. Although it sucks putting it back together, but no, you know, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna play the video, and then maybe you'll see some of it. Oh geez, yeah. So that's funny. The exhaust holds the body in place, and it's kind of a mechanical fit, which is kind of cool. Like I thought it was clever at the time. It was clever for me, but the thing weighs more than it should, and it's not very driftable because of that, which is too bad. But very period correct. The stance is correct. Everything about it looks super cool. I'm super into it. And yeah, so a lot of people who are subscribed to my channel found me because of this project, and a lot of people like my channel because of this project, and I feel like the channel has completely shifted gears because of this thing, and you know, it's just like it's evolved because of this project. I didn't think anybody would care, you know what I mean, but they did, and yeah, and it, you know, it started a whole like, I don't know, it's a whole kind of obsession for me, which I think is kind of cool. Thanks, Brendan. Appreciate you, dude. Drone time is back with the milk. Okay. You know, you're gonna get all phlegmy. Speed runner. Well, I mean, it kind of was that long ago, bro. Like not 10 years, but like longer than high school, like longer than college ago. You know, I still think in those terms, which is kind of funny. Like, you know, when it's like if you haven't worked longer at a place for longer than 5 years and everything's kind of 5 year chunks, you know, I've just kind of crossed that in my new job. I'm like just over 5 years there. So let's see if I can stay in a job long enough to sort of change those definitions for me or whatever. But yeah. And then, oh, right. And then I hacked the radio to have 8 channels so I could like do everything on a pistol grip, which I thought was super cool. At the time, it was pretty neat. But yeah, anyway, so that's the Scale Drift project. And yeah, I still have it. And I think there's a lipo still in here, and it's puffed so hard that the housing cracked. So I probably should get rid of the lipo in here because it's just been sitting here for so long. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back. All right, let's keep moving. All right, another sweet. Oh man, I feel like I talk. Man, I need more people on the show, bros. Like I just feel like I talk to myself. I'm talking to myself or whatever. Yeah, I think he knows me from, dude, man. I'm pretty sure he knows me from that project. Like, I think he knows of me because of it. So it's kind of awesome. Yeah. Oh, nice. You got it. Okay, Wicked. I can mod it for you, bro. It's not super hard. Wicked. All right, let's move on. Let me turn this up a little bit.
Wait, what? There we go. These jet boats, man. These jet boats. God damn.
Oh, look, it's Nash, dudes. I don't know if the Nash remembers this day, but we were all hanging out, shooting this RC jet boat, and then look what happens here. All right, look, the plastic comes apart, water goes in, and then watch what happens. Watch it. Can you see the boat? You can see the boat. You can see the boat. It's gone. The boat's the boat's gone. It freaking sank. It sank so hard. Okay, I should pause it because it needs context. So Nash probably has a soaker there. But anyway, so the boat sank. It just disappeared under the water, and it didn't pop back up. And we were all like, did it go downstream? Like, we're like running downstream to see, you know, if it's like, did it make it down? Like, is it underwater swirling all the way down? No, it wasn't. It just got stuck somewhere. So I'm pretty sure our buddy Robbie and Nash were just started throwing rocks, like where it disappeared. They're just like chucking rocks down there. And at that point, I was just like, it was a write-off for me. I was like, no, it's gone, man. The boat's gone. It's totally gone. But then it popped up, man. They threw a rock. It must have hit the boat, hit the hull in some weird way, and the boat just like kind of came up and started to float, and it got stuck on this freaking. You can see how far from where it disappeared. It popped up. Anyway, I'm gonna play it while drinking beer.
Alright, I'm coming. I'm gotta go to work. Gotta go to work later.
Smelling nice.
Oh, the lake water. It's all the fluid. I'm gonna fall down. I got nothing. Stick me.
Oh.
Stick me. Oh, sorry. No, wait. Don't worry. I got it.
You want me to grab the stick? There you go. There you go. Almost there. You got it. Woohoo!
That's right. That's my boat. My RC craft. It's brushless. It's 3-cell.
One more beer.
And it's a jet boat. All right.
Plastic paying special attention to keeping it.
All right, I should turn this down.
A half-inch of material from all those structural holes.
All right, so, you know, it begins the love of jet boats. If you guys are watching Cletus McFarlane right now, the bastard is in a position where he can get a real jet boat hull, and the ones that he built are so sick. If you guys aren't watching Cletus McFarlane, check him out. But what's up, Mark? And now it's up a tree. It was refreshing, but it smelled a little bit like wet dog. Super Greg, it smelled a little stinky. But yeah, and you know, anyway, this just started a love with jet boats. I don't know what it is. Something about just parking a jet boat in a rapid, you know, like getting it to your quarter throttle and you're just sort of like surfing rapid waves. You know, maybe I should have been a surfer. You can surf in Lake Ontario, just only in the winter. So, and then Gus is talking about Cleater's tiny jet boats. Yeah, totally. I mean, they're so popular in New Zealand and in Australia, and you can buy these kits, and you can buy the full hull, or you can weld them yourself. I don't know if I'd weld them because it sounds like they had a crazy time welding those hulls together, but yeah, I'm not super, Mark, I'm not super into boats or anything. I'm just like really into jet boats. Like jet boats are the coolest thing ever. I'm like still looking for the best one. And Chris won the raffle last week, and he's getting a fully 3D printed jet boat, and it's got a dual prop design. It's like a 2-stage prop, and it should solve all the problems that I'm finding I have with these NQD boats, where like, you know, they just kind of hop, and once they hop, they pull air, and then it just doesn't suck water anymore, like it loses prime, and that's an issue. Let's see. Bo's asking, when painting 3D parts, polystyrene paints, I think they will work, dude. Yeah, I think it'll work. Maybe prime them first, but yep. I can't remember which ones I use. I use the like what do I use? I use like the acrylic ones, the little tiny bottle Tamiya acrylic ones. And what's cool about those is you can dilute them with rubbing alcohol. So if you're using an airbrush, you can get the milky consistency out of those paints with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol. And yeah, it works like a charm. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Like, look, this is how badly I burnt one of my motors. The cooling got clogged with some, like, I don't know, plant matter or something, and I burnt the motor. Like, it basically caught on fire in the boat. And I remember like running out because it was like shallow water where it was, and I pulled the cover off, and just this like cloud of smoke, magic pixie smoke, just hit me in the face. And I wish I had it on tape, but at that point it was just sort of like survival instinct, you know, where it's just like get to the boat before it melts into a million, you know, into a pool of plastic on the water, into a million pieces, really. Anyways, jet boats. You know, here you can see like a way better sort of representation of what they're like. Yeah, sweet. So that's what makes them so much fun. And this size is perfect. Like, I know you guys are going to probably bring up the other sort of jet boats that you can buy. Like, there's a couple of them. I think Medic had a big one, and it's like about twice the size of this one. I don't want a big one. It has to be small enough for a creek. This thing, if it's too big, you know, if the boat is too big, you're not going to have a lot of fun, because you're going to have to find raging water. You're going to have to find bigger rapids. And then it becomes an issue when you have to like retrieve it or whatever. There's something about this size that's so great, because like you can be ankle deep in the river when you're talking about this scale. And, you know, you can be throwing rocks around and building your own rapids. And you don't have to worry too much about just like an undertow sucking you under and just like drowning your ass or whatever. Yeah, Humber River sludge. Totally, Mark. How do you know? How do you even know? But yeah. Yeah, right. There you go. Right, okay, that makes sense. Gear Guy knows. Listen to Gear Guy. For sure. Oh, fenders on the Baja? Wait, on which Baja? Like my 5th scale Baja? Mike, just clarify which one you mean. Which Baja? Oh, this guy? It is basically 10 scale. It might even be a little smaller than 10 scale. No, it's 10 scale. They're small boats. Like you look at the size of the motor. I mean, if the motor or the V8 is any sort of indication, it seems like 10 scale. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. So those were Pit Dog. Those were Pit Dog, like rubber sort of like wheel arches. I don't know if his health was kind of deteriorating when he sent them to me. So, I mean, I hope he's doing well. Like, I hope he hasn't passed. And I don't know if he makes them anymore. And I don't even have them anymore because they kind of fell apart a little bit because of just age. But yeah, they're not DIY. Yeah. Anyway, so this is sweet. And so this is one of my jet boats. I have another one. You can see it. Oh boy, there. This one. That one is from Propolis RCs from South Africa. Super cool dude. And he vacuum forms his own jet boats. This hull isn't even an NQD jet boat hull. This is like a clone jet boat hull. Somebody took the NQDs and like reformed them with ABS. Like, this is ABS plastic. It's much stronger. And a testament, you can see the nose has a crack in it. And if we hit the NQD as hard as we've hit this one, it would have just shattered. So this is quite a robust hull. And also I printed raptor heads because I want to call this boat Clever Girl. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, you would know why. But yeah, Clever Girl. This is Clever Girl. And still have issues with like losing prime and what have you, but I'll print a 3D jet boat soon for myself, and I'm gonna rip the rapids with that. All right, what are you dudes saying? Zodiac boat, yeah. I don't know, I'm in. Yeah, it's weird, Mark. I mean, you got to find somebody who, like, I mean, I have an extra hull. Because when I found them on Alibaba, some dude was selling the hulls, like that white hull. I picked up 2 like that because they were like 28 bucks or something, or like 20 bucks US. And I just like picked them up super quick because the toy themselves, like now you have to spend $100 and you're buying a crappy toy and you got to gut the thing and it's all glued together already. So you kind of have to be super careful with it. The white ones came in 2 separate pieces and I could build the boat. Actually, if you check out, I have a video of me building that boat. If you're interested, you can check it out or whatever. Yeah, all right, let's move on. Let's move on. What else we got? Oh, the crawler. All right, let's see here. So I actually have 2 SCX crawlers. One is completely in parts. I like to treat these as submarines. And because I treat them like submarines, they don't last super, super long. Like, I just don't care too much about packing stuff with marine grease, and I just didn't care. And so the first one just pretty much died a horrific death, and now it's just like parts. But I'm sure the axle housings inside are just like rusted to crap. But anyway, so this is the Tacoma. I guess it's a Tacoma. Should I grab it? I can grab it. Don't fall. All right. So this is the I like nickname this thing as the nephew machine, because you hand it to my 6-year-old nephew and you just don't care about it, and it's fine. It works great. These tires are really crappy clone twin hammer tires, and they are not great. I took them off because I put the good ones onto the Gen 8 while I was building it. They're too small for the Gen 8, so they're off of it now. I just haven't switched them. But what's cool about it is I have this. This is a metal, like this is steel. This is a steel front bumper from Shapeways. So Shapeways, somebody 3D designed this. Shapeways printed it in wax, and then they poured steel, like they cast this thing in steel. And it's a super cool bumper, and it just sort of makes the whole look, and I think it's super sweet. Also, if you notice right in there, see all that red? That's all Plasti Dip. So I put the receiver and the BEC as high as I could on the chassis. It's that big red blob there, and I just dunked it in Plasti Dip. So this thing should be 100% submarine worthy. I mean, I find that, if you go deep underwater, the digital, like the 4.8 gigahertz, just doesn't travel through water fast. So you got to make sure that your fail safe isn't set the wrong direction, and it just doesn't keep going underwater as it loses signal. But yeah, this is kind of super cool. You can kind of see all the 3D printed stuff that I made. I put these I 3D printed these like adapters so I could use a Tamiya body. You can see the copper pipes there that just are sort of standoffs, and it's less like, I don't want to spend more time on this thing. This thing is just meant to crawl on rocks and like just take massive amounts of abuse, and that's like what it does. And it works, and it's been working for a while. You can see how many scratches are on it, how dirty it is. I don't particularly clean it. It's like, it is what it is. I also put a Panhard mount on it. I put the cheapest Panhard servo relocator on it, which is the worst, and I totally regret it. I should have just kept the servo on the axle like it was stock, because it just doesn't, it gives me a little bit more articulation, but not much, not enough. Like not much, not enough to be like worth the trouble of like it deciding to steer a little bit to the left every time it bottoms out. You know what I mean? So I'm not super, super into it. It is brushed. It's a brushed crawler. And I mean, most of them are, and it's pretty sweet. I like it. I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it back, and we'll talk. We'll see what you guys are saying in the comments. Oh no! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! All right, we did it. All right, we did it, dudes. All right, I should drink more. I took this out and even opened it. Where are you guys on the drinking? Come on. Yeah, Tundra. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Mike, man, my girl, my projects predate my girl, so she kind of like she kind of came into it. You know what I mean? So that makes things easier a little bit. And we don't have kids, right? So, you know, I don't know. There's just something like I just like to tinker with things. Like if I had more space, it would probably be real cars, right? Like I probably have a few real projects on the go, but because I live in a big bustling city, it's like hard to sort of have the space to do whatever you want out here. So, I just end up doing these models, and like, there's something about trying to do like a Top Gear style TV show with like small miniatures that just sort of like, I just like really like, it's too bad CGI took over film and television. Cause like I would have been building practical models for TV and film if it wasn't for stupid computers. But so I feel like she knows that and she's cool with it. Plus, we hide how much we spend on these things and trying to make a YouTube channel that kind of funds the projects as well. So hopefully not a lot of it comes out of my pocket, although a lot of it comes out of my pocket or whatever. But yeah, Wicked, I'm in, man. Glad to have you here. Nash is telling me to drink. I'm doing it. PF, man, what's up, buddy? Rasta's puffing. Rasta's drinking, or I'm telling me to drink. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, hopefully I can bring you guys some cooler ones. Like, we're getting there. I've got a whole bunch of videos I'm working on. For some reason, I haven't been able to focus on one, so I've been bouncing between like 5 different videos, and none of them are like done. So like, I work a little bit on this one, then I move on to another one. It's just a bad plan. Work has been kicking my ass lately, so I haven't been able to like really focus on one yet. And then like you got Mother's Day, and the weekend before that, it was I worked overtime all weekend. Sucks. Yeah, they don't. I mean, yeah, they don't. And hashtag Paula Rocks. Also, speaking about Paula, she brought me snacks for the snacks section of Tall Can Tuesday, and she got all British snacks. So any of you dudes across the pond from the UK might know Jelly Babies. I don't know, they're jelly, or Dip Dab. Dip Dab. What the hell is Dip Dab, guys? I don't know. Oh, and Guinness chips for real? For real? Guinness chips? I'm in. I'm so totally in. Jaffa cakes? Anyway, whatever. We'll dig into those a little bit later. Yes. Kiwigon, it totally is. Not the Hummer. Wait. The neighbor is, but not the Hummer. No, the Hummer. It'll be interesting to see. If I do that, Kiwigan, it'll be an FM radio or an AM radio, so it can actually be a submarine. That would be cool. Are there jelly beans? And I feel like these are in the shape of little children. I don't know. I feel like they're in the shape of little children. Yo, he recognizes those. Nice, Rudy, man, for sure. Go with it. Okay, I will do it. Dip dabbed. Oh, wicked. Okay, cool. So it's a for real thing. Have you ever done a tank or vehicle with working flamethrower? I mean, I have we'll get to one with a backfire kit that's a real fire, which is pretty cool. Keep other snacks as novelty, don't eat them. Which other snacks, bro? Oh, wicked, Gus, man. I wonder if the chips, like, this is like a rip in Portal and a rip in the fabric of time if you have the chips with the beer. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. What else we got here? The Yeti. Okay. This one, This one kind of makes me a little bit upset. All right, I'm gonna play this for you dudes so you guys can see this. I mean, it looks super cool. It's got to be one of my favorite looking projects. I'm gonna hit play.
Black is so much cleaner and neater. It's time to blast on some stickers and break up that black.
Oh, delicious.
First, let's give it some RWB love on those tires.
Oh man, always RWB idler tire stickers, man. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Oh, weeding. Least favorite thing about vinyl. Yes. It looks pretty sweet. I had so much more space back then. Man. So tiny. This room is so small. It's too bad. I lost this design, dudes. I spent so much time designing this like logo and I can't freaking find it. I'm so sad about it. I gotta find that damn logo. It's so cool. I don't know. It's got this like Russian fucking lit blocky, like Soviet USSR kind of feel to it that I like.
Texture.
Oh! See, Terror Rift. Nice. Oh man, I'm sorry, Gus. It's not that much better up here, buddy. I'm telling you. Yeah, they totally set it off, man. Yeah, totally, right? I mean,
now
so
she's
awesome.
ready to drive across some water, JEEZE style.
Anyway, but the slicks are cool too. I mean, the paddles are cool, but the slicks are pretty sweet. I don't know. I had to get, I think I'm probably the last person that has the aluminum rear axle housing from Vanquish. Vanquish discontinued it pretty quickly. They sold out and they never made another run. But here's the plastic one, and every time I would get on the brakes, it would just click. Like the diff, the pinion, and the I can never remember the other gear other than the pinion. The pinion and the ring gear, I can't remember. They would just like click, you know? Because the whole thing would flex on brakes. I think you can hear it sometimes. But anyway, like I like this thing, but I hate this thing. Like this is my least favorite RC. Like it's one of my favorite looking RCs, but I freaking hate it. And I'll talk about it a little bit after we finish watching this thing. I'm gonna keep moving it. Oh yeah. All right, so the Canadian Nationals, we rented this like.
We rented an Airbnb for our annual 5th scale race series, which conveniently had a pond. That pond? No. Not that pond. Let's try something a little more shallow.
I'm going to be the one that has to get this thing when it sinks. Because none of these guys are going to help me get this thing out of there.
Oh, hello, Bill. Cheer you on.
They're cheering me on.
Support ya.
Cheers, Nash.
K-pop brought water wings for this one.
I got lucky. After
Skippy.
whining to the camera that no one would help me fish it out if it sank, Derek, one of the peeps, jumped at the opportunity.
Oh, Derek might be watching, man.
Washer and dryer. Am I right?
Hope you're doing well, Derek.
On a more of an angle. Straight at it. Come from the little, over that corner, Go back even further.
Drink more beer.
Go back even further.
Stand right behind it.
Right behind you, K-pop. Yeah, from there, yeah. If it's coming right at the camera, I grab it and run. Yeah? The camera's worth more than the car, isn't it? Too much!
Drinking more beer. Thanks, Rasta.
Hello,
slow-mo, that's gonna look good.
Oh, it's right there. Let's go get the canoe.
Anyway, dudes, you guys can watch that. You know, that's a whole episode of pretty awesome. I mean, obviously, you know, not having a lot of experience with driving anything over water, you know, I didn't realize that you get way more traction on the water, especially with paddles. So, you know, as soon as it hit the water, it just like flipped. And yeah, and my stunt coordinator was drunk, apparently. I probably was drunk, dude. We were drinking lots of beer. Antonio, the SketchUp you want to download is called, hold on. I'll tell you in a second. It's opening. I think it's not called Make. It might be called Make. Hold on a sec. I'll let you know. It's opening. Anyway. Right? It was bad and awesome. And you know, Ryan, what sucks about it, it's SketchUp Make. It's SketchUp Make. That's the one you want, Antonio. SketchUp Make. It's the only one you can download. Brian, so the crappy thing about that is that like I didn't have the radio set up correctly, so I reversed the throttle in the ESC, but not in the radio. So what ended up happening was I had a fail-safe on it, right? So like when it lost connection with the radio, it would put the brakes on. But little did the radio know that it wasn't putting the brakes on. It was just going 100% forward. So all of a sudden, you know, it lost connection underwater and it just like went full throttle. And when it went full throttle, the pinion and the spur just like ate itself because like it couldn't spin that fast underwater. So it just like all the teeth crunched off of it. It was crazy. Drinking. Cheers to beers. But yeah, anyway, let's lots of dreams were lost that day. I know. I mean, I want to rebuild it and hit it again, but I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit about why I absolutely DIY bro. Dude, man, I don't know what you mean by yeah, I don't know. It's been busy. I don't know if I don't know. Sometimes if it's just like what chassis should I have? Not that that's what you did, but sometimes people will be like, what chassis should I buy? And I'm just like, kind of ignore that because like, I don't know. What chassis should you buy? Anyway, so here is the Yeti XL, and the Yeti, I'll tell you why the Yeti XL sucks balls, because the Yeti XL is actually just a version of the regular axial Yeti. The regular axial Yeti is a 1/10 scale, you know, solid rear wheel axle, sort of short course truck style RC car. And this is just its big brother. And what sucks about it is that they basically took everything about the regular 1/10 scale and they put it inside bigger plastic. So I don't know. If you look, all the screws, all the hardware, it's all 10 scale hardware. So we're talking about a heavier platform using super small bolts, small pinion, small gears, small axles, like everything about it is tiny. And so it's just crappy. Everything just seems to want to bend. Everything seems to want to break. Like I think I have the parts to fix this. I just don't even know where they are. And I broke a shock shaft. And I remember like when I broke this, I just like tapped, the wheel just tapped something. It tapped a curb. Like it tapped a curb and this whole thing shattered. The whole shock broke. This thing freaking broke. Like it just like, it's such a weak platform that I'm just like so disappointed with how little it takes to just absolutely destroy this thing. So I'm not into it. Weak AF, Gus, totally. So if somebody's like, hey, $300, look, send me my XL, don't freaking buy it. Cheers, Rasta. Yeah, just don't buy it. It's just not worth it. So it's just been sitting in my closet for like years. And I mean, maybe I'll resurrect it at some point just to like have fun with it. And then I'll probably sell it. Cause like, why not? People are looking for parts for this thing. If you look really carefully, you can see this is the first time I've had a lipo explode on me. And I actually have a replacement chassis for it that I haven't, I just haven't put it in. Cause like, I'm just kind of bored with it. But then look, also You can see this whole rear axle is a Vanquish metal axle. So I feel like this axle alone is probably worth more than the whole car, just because of how rare these are. Somehow I found one slightly used, and man, Vanquish can seriously make some wicked parts. Anyway, I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna put this down. We gotta move on because, like, I'm not even freaking close. What time is it? 10:40. I'm not even close to getting through all these, which is yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it's so weak. I don't know if you guys, if any of you dudes have experience with the Yeti XL, but it's rough. Totally rare, man. I'm kind of happy I found it. RC Addict, man. Have a good night. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully the week goes quickly for you, man. Right? I'm telling you, I might do that. I might do that. 6 dance cars. I might. But maybe I'll try to actually get it to skim across the water. I kind of feel like I need some, like, not vindication, but like I need a round 2 for if JEEZE was a Yeti, man. Gotta get that thing walking on water, bros. But anyway, okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh yeah, all right. This is another big one. This one brought me a lot of subscribers, and yeah, it was such a great series. This is like the second Scale Drift project.
Scale Drift project. I reveal the new Scale Drift project body, chassis, and plans, as well as announce the first winner of the 2/10th scale Recaro seats. Take a look at the video and see if you can predict what I'm doing, what car I'm making, and how much better the new chassis will perform. The pieces. Plus, look at all that bling. There's a lot of bling.
Yeah, it's pretty blingy.
It's pretty shiny. There's some shiny there. So, couldn't resist, whatever. Didn't break the bank.
Didn't break the bank,
This
boys.
is the R31 right-wheel drive GRT chassis from Eagle Racing Japan. I'd tell you more about it, but it seems to be all in Japanese.
Yeah.
After looking it over,
Yeah, I think you were better off, PF.
Luckily, we have the hive mind, known as the internet, I think. Let me know in the comments below if you've had experience with this chassis or know where I can find some nice base settings. The first thing I did was design myself some side skirts.
Yeah, people ask me
Even
for these
after
side
printing a
skirts
half
all
dozen
the
of
time.
these, I'll end up making some changes. I may even put the body mount magnets on the leading edges of these plates.
Yeah, that would have been smart. You didn't do that.
Pattern. And maybe even guess what car I'm modeling this project after.
Anyway, so what was cool about the series was that I obviously had an idea of the YouTuber that I was gonna make. I was gonna make their drift car, and I remember my brother having this idea. I think my brother Jacob was like, "I'm like, what should I do? People love the Scale Drift series." He's like, "Well, you should make a replica of some famous car," and it was like such a genius idea because, like, you had all these people who watch the other content, and you're kind of creating this sort of piggyback of metadata, and you're getting people sort of interested. And not to mention that, like, a lot of people that watch, this person's YouTube channel that actually drifts this in real life probably can't afford or don't have the means to sort of have a real one as well. Like, I mean, a 240 is hard to find clean now anyway. But, if you're going to make a model out of it, it's like showing people that they themselves can make something that is at least sort of an ode, an homage to,
I'm a bit nervous cutting the body for the body kit.
to the dude, right? So, I mean, you guys all know who I'm doing, but I don't know,
it might be a good idea. Next episode, I'll design the dashboard and rough out the cage. In the stock battery compartment.
Yeah, it's true, eh? Like, I mean, can you blame him, Gus, though? Can you blame him with what he's got? Like, and it's so clean. Like, I kind of feel like the only reason he's neglecting it is so that, like, he doesn't just, like, totally destroy it. Because, like, I mean, those 240s are getting rare. And there's just something sort of, like, so iconic about his cream color. I mean, he didn't even build the car, right? Like, some guy did, like, a Starbucks theme where he like did this like copper engine bay, like coffee colored engine bay, and then like cream colored, and he just sort of stuck with it. So it's not even Adam LZ really who made the car, which yeah, DIY bro, the 180SX and the 240 are the same chassis, right? So like you can say it's a 180SX only because of what? Because of the badging and the motor, and the bumpers, which were all removed, and there was a kit in place, right? So it doesn't matter. It's like saying that Civic isn't a Type R, but like the chassis is stamped the same, like the car is stamped out of the same molds. It's the same car. It's just a package that makes it a 180, right? It's still a 240, you know? I mean, there's no VIN numbers on these Lexan bodies, right? Like you're not gonna, anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there you go. That's why, like S13, sure. But Adams started out as a 240, right? Yeah. It is a 240. Adams. Online hobby guy knows.
I don't know. That's what it's. Whatever. Also, screw starting point. I'm also using strong.
Patty. I don't know. Are you? Hopefully, I didn't confuse you.
Why am I hungry all of a sudden?
Oh, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I gotta need another beer. I'm out.
Lights are getting their own servos. These servos will be conveniently placed behind the intercooler.
All right, we're doing Stiegs. Stiegel.
This thing's almost ready to moose it. Also, that means another damn revision on those radiators.
All right, heads up too, man. Like I used to do way more work on these videos. Like just like listen to what. Not only the writing, because I wrote it clever and funny, but I also like added like sound effects into the VO and like did all this stuff.
The flip-up headlights are getting their own servos. These servos will be conveniently placed behind the intercooler, with room for intercooler pipes. This thing's almost ready to moose it. Also, that means another damn revision on those radiator supports. So here I am adding that step in SketchUp. Just a tiny little step so that I got some surface area to glue that servo to. He's modified now, so I can put those servos like a fucking hobbit. Sweet. I started printing these, and then I realized that I needed to add those little step things so that the fucking servos at the bottom like a spot to kind of stay, and then I'm gonna probably just glue them.
Anyway, you can see that, like, you know, these videos took a lot of work, and man, I really polished the hell out of these things. Like, I mean, when I watch them back, I'm like, oh man, like, spend a lot of time. But people were so mad at me for like taking so long between episodes to get things out. But like, man, it just takes a long time to sort of like really do a good job, especially when it's not your full-time job. It's just like
toying with the Euro gyrometer. God damn it.
You know. Anyways, it's tough. It's tough. Like, I mean, if you look at the Cletus, okay, so if you check out the Cletus neighbor series, then you'll like start noticing that the structure of those episodes, it was just like talking head. So like I sit in front of the camera and I'd be like, okay, this is what I did. This is what I did. This is what I did. And then I would sort of cut that down to a short bit, and then I would lay footage on top and sort of pull it apart. But with these the Adam LZ scale drift project, I was like trying to be clever. I was like writing things down. I created a script. I was like reading them out. I thought it would be funny to do all these things. And then it's just funny. It's just funny that, like, you know, as I look back on this stuff, it's such a different vibe for me. And it was a cool vibe. It just was a lot of work, which was interesting. But yeah, SMT. No, Kevin, I haven't. And I will, though. It's like sitting right there. And I have all the parts to make it four-wheel steer. So I'm kind of waiting for it to be four-wheel steer. I really like just looking at it. I kind of bought it to just sort of shelf queen it. But I definitely have to drive it a few times and make a video of it, and then I'll put it back on the shelf and just like leave it. But yeah, I will for sure. Good night, Alan, man. Have a good night. Quality over quantity. It's true, man. But like, it's not conducive for YouTube success. It's like, it's not, which is too bad. But I'm working on the Porsche project. So just a heads up for all you dudes that are like into the Porsche project. Also, the neighbor project needs to have a grand finale. I can't wait to finish that. So like, I don't know. There's like, yeah, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, those ones are working. I'm working on them like constantly. It's just that I'm not going to spoil too much. And yeah, and those are the ones that I'm like trying to like really polish, especially the last episode of the Cletus McFarlane neighbor build. There's 2 left. So there's the finished one where we finish the car and the car looks perfect and it's like ready to go. And then the last one is like where we just like burn it down. We send it hard in the burnout pit. So and the neighbor project is right there, but we're getting there. We're getting there. But I'm going to show you guys because like I have it here. Yeah, so this is the Adam LZ. What's funny is that I built this thing without tuning it first because I had no idea what I was doing. So I actually took this thing to a drift track, and I got I guess a friend at the time. Like I don't know what happened to him now. I don't think he's been around. He hasn't been around the like Toronto drift crew guys, but he tuned it for me. And when he tuned it for me, I didn't realize, but he had set it up properly, and the rake on the front, the body needs to go down. But in order for me to put the body down to sort of get it to tuck properly, it's just going to take a bit of refitting. Like the cage is too high and everything. So it's kind of monster truck in the front right now. But like that's how he got it to drift. And you can see there the headlight, the front headlight, he's winking the front headlight, which is pretty sweet. But you can see how monster truck it is in the front. And that's just to sort of get the setup to work properly, you know. And then here you can see in the back burner. So you can see the fire. Somebody was asking about flamethrowers. This is as close as I got to a flamethrower on an RC. But later, Kevin, man. Have a good night. Oh.
And if you notice, I was kind of frustrated with how much I was using the handbrake, but if I wasn't able to keep the RPMs enough, like in that little like hairpin area, the car would kind of like bog down and straighten out.
So you guys hear Adam LZ there? Like I was like peppering in. I'm telling you, man, I was spending a lot of time making these videos super wicked, and I kind of missed it. It's got to happen again. Like, I need to evolve. So the channel's got to evolve a bit. It's got to get better, not just stay the same. So that's what those are the internal struggles that I deal with on the daily. Is to try to figure out how to make this thing wicked, but also like quick and fast and you know, weekly and whatever. And it's hard, man. It's been hard. But at least Tall Can Tuesdays are easier for me, at least because we get to hang out. We can talk about projects and stuff. And yeah, no front bumper. I mean, I have a front bumper for it. It just looks cool without the front bumper with the thing. I mean, I should probably put the front bumper on it. I have the front bumper, Bruce. Rizzy's done with the RC world. Oh man. Like, why, buddy? It's like a, you know, are you going 1-to-1? Yeah, the backfire's fire for sure. Can't buy these backfire kits anymore. I can't find them anywhere. Anyway, and it's all kind of falling apart a little bit. You know. Oh man. This thing's gonna come back. I'm gonna definitely bring this thing out again at some point. It has to happen. It has to happen. Yeah, it just has to happen. This thing's got to make a reappearance on the channel. So that's like one thing that'll eventually happen. I mean, we've got so many projects on the go right now, but I think it's important to sort of like throw back a bit. And then, you know, as soon as I finish, you know, the throwback of this, I'm going to give this thing away. I think we're going to raffle it off or something. Because it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. That's why you're done with RC, for sure. Look, also, I put the Jimmy Oaks pineapple, which he snuck onto Adam LZ's car one day, and then Adam LZ took it off and never really told anybody. But if you're like OG Adam Oak or Jimmy Oaks Adam LZ subscriber, you might remember when that happened. But yeah, just like a little thing. And then also I got rid of he got rid of this vinyl like completely. It doesn't say LZ BMX anymore because I'm assuming he's not BMXing anymore at all, but it used to say LZ BMX and then it said just married on the back, but I didn't want to put the just married thing because I thought it was super tacky. And then sure enough, the marriage crumbled. Oh man, poor Adam. Although I guess, you know, he made it out all right out of that divorce, because now he's dating Colette and she's a force. All right, let's keep going. Oh my god, it's 10. It's almost 11 o'clock. All right, let's see what is you just saying. I'm getting slightly tipsy here. I'm trying to read the comments, dudes. It's hard. All the stuff on the way. What are you saying? Let's see. I can't afford the legendary Mustangs. I love the Fox body Mustangs, man. They got to be the best ones for sure. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And like, you know, it's funny, Josh, like, I mean, we're talking about Adam LZ now, but Adam LZ was pretty sad for a long time, you know. I'm surprised the mustache stayed, to be real. But it really felt like he was kind of sad and he just wasn't himself. And now he's kind of getting back to, you know, his content's getting better. I mean, I'm not watching his Drift Week stuff because, like, I'm not super interested in that. But his compound, man, if you guys aren't following Adam LZ, he bought this, like, huge compound and a whole bunch of go-karts. And that content, man, is super awesome. Yeah, he did. Yeah, there you go. Rudy knows. For sure. Okay. All right, Nash, I'm on it. Oh, Avery, man, good luck, buddy. Hopefully you remember your shit. Cramming doesn't work, bro. So just review things and make sure you get a bunch of sleep and freaking like just rest your brain, because like you're gonna cram and then you're gonna get fatigue and then you're gonna fudge it up. Don't do it. Are you saying the song at the end of Adam LZ's? Yeah, that's the song at the end. He still plays that song at the end of the thing. Anyway, doesn't matter. Smoke amongst yourselves. Rasta's got it. How's it going, JDRC? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Okay. And RC Garage started following me on this particular build, which is awesome. Yeah, a lot of people did because Adam LZ shouted me out, which is pretty great. Ryan, man, have a good night. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's sitting right there. You can't really see it right now, but it's sitting there. And I'm getting ready to weld a cage. I'm like setting up. I mean, actually, Ryan, before you go, I'm creating templates out of, coat hanger wire so that I know how to bend each wire, each pipe, each rod. It's easier to bend this than it is the rod, and this gives me a great template. But you can see here's one of I don't know, almost like 100 pipes. But that's the Porsche project. Yeah, and also Jen's Ace is sending me some 6S batteries for that thing. It's gonna be super sweet. But yeah. Yeah, he's so loyal. Oh man. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of issues with like dating super hot girls though. And seems like Colette's like more in his pocket. Facts. Bottoms up. Cheers to beers, bros. All right, let's move on to the MCD. All right, the MCD, I'm not going to pull it off the wall, dudes. Oh, here, 6 stands. Yeah, wicked. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, I know. It's true. Yeah, see the the Mighty Car Mods dudes are like musicians, right? So, you know, you got Moog, and Moog is like making music, which is super smart because he's like making royalties out of the music. Like it's just they're just genius dudes. But yeah, you're right. The quarter scale, dude, I'm working on it. I'm just like, it's like I could put out a 30-minute video about one little thing I'm working on, but it would make for a really boring video. And unfortunately, YouTube is fickle, right? They want good content, and I can't pump it out fast enough because I have to like do a whole bunch of stuff. Like the episode can't just be one thing. It's not a blog of what I'm doing daily. It's like I gotta get from point A to point D, and I'm at point A. You know what I mean? But yeah, super supportive. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, Cardinal Racing rocks for sure. Cardinals, another Kpoprc sponsor or whatever. Since the beginning, like man, we just raced together. Like he's out in Vancouver or British Columbia now. He's in Squamish in the mountains, and I can't wait to visit him. Unfortunately, this year has been so crappy. We had all these plans, and they're gonna happen. It's just we gotta wait a little bit longer, unfortunately, to make them happen. And the Porsche project is part of that. So, but anyway, let's get into the MCD. Here, I'm gonna play this. All right, so the MCD is actually on the wall behind me right there. It's like hanging there. That's its permanent sort of house. You know, housing location. This is what it started out as, the W5 Max, and it won the Canadian 5th Scale Nationals. And the whole idea was sort of to do a Gymkhana thing, which might end up happening with the Porsche project and the MCD project. I don't know. I got to bug Hobby Wing to send me another 5th Scale motor and ESC package so that I don't have to cannibalize that one to get the Porsche going, because that would suck. But anyway, the MCD is pretty sweet. This is also another really high-performing video on the channel, is this series. It's just because it's cool. I spent a lot of time making it wicked, and it's like pretty interesting content, because not a lot of people do this content, right? Like not a lot of people have these. Not a lot of people make videos about them. You know, search X-Max on YouTube, you're going to find thousands of videos. Search MCD, you're not going to find a lot of like build threads. So super cool. Let's see here. You have made an RC with a Nitro engine in it. I've had one DIY, bro. I've had a Nitro. I've had one Nitro. And then I went to gas, 2-stroke gasoline, and I never looked back. So if you're into Nitro, get a 2-stroke, not the Losi 2-strokes. Not those small Losi ones. Those things are garbage. Like, get an actual Weed Whacker Zenoa, you know, 5th scale. And if you're into gas, that's what it's about for sure. Anyway, I just kind of threw this footage in here, but we don't have to talk about this one for very long. But yeah, I mean, these are all series on the channel. So if you do want to check these out later, like don't hesitate. Like, there's tons of media on my channel that's super cool to watch. You know, if you guys are waiting for like, you know, the Cletus build, or if you're waiting for the Porsche build, there's like stuff that's done, and you can like watch it from start to finish if you want. Oh, there's the Subi, man, with the rims. I haven't had the summer rims on it in like almost, well, a year and a half now. Look at those things. Sick. Damn, it needs new tires. God damn it. It needs a lot more than tires. But whatever. Anyway, this is the Abarth. I put, like, if you look really closely here, it'll spark. See the spark? So I put these, like, camping, you know, like flint sticks on the bottom of the chassis so that every time it would kind of bottom out, it would spark. And I thought that was kind of cool. I don't think a lot of people did that at all with RCs, and like, why not? Like, that's so cool. No idea, Rizzy. Let's see here. What else are you saying? Key to the music. I'm trying to read the comments. I should drink more beer. Let's see here. Yeah, man. I've done it. It's not. You know what I think, Online Hobby Guy, what it is with Nitro? Nitro is really finicky in the tune. You really have to develop it's a skill. Nitro is a skill in the RC hobby world. So if you want to make it your like prerogative to like become a master of the Nitro engine and braking and tuning and like making sure you don't gum up the carb by leaving fuel in the carburetor, like there's just certain things that have to happen. Cleaning out the tank every time you go out. There's just like things like nitro fuel goes bad so quickly, you know, at least with 2-stroke fuel, you know, you can leave it in there for like at least a few weeks. Like you don't, you know, you can run the carb dry and then leave the gasoline in the tank for at least a few weeks and not be worried about it. But like with nitro, it's like the next day, like 2 days from then, you know, you're gonna, it's just all that's left in the tank is like the oil. And then the oil just gums everything up. I've had like a crank just like totally destroy itself. Like, oh man, I've just had some weird things happen with nitro that just like, it's just not fun. Like the temperature drops 2 degrees, like, oh, the clouds covered the sun. And then all of a sudden the thing's running, you know, like rich, you know, or lean or whatever. Like you constantly, you need to hear it. Like you need to hear the sound of the motor and like and it's got to be like the burn has to be complete and like, oh, and glow plugs, man. Like I'm just not, you know, the 2-stroke, you fill the freaking tank, you pull the cord, it runs for 45 minutes. Yeah. If you're into gas, if you're into any kind of combustible fuel RC, get a 5th scale and then thank me later. Yeah, man. Like, and I'm saying, like, if that's like, there was a time when like the battery tech, nickel metal cadmium batteries were still shit. And nitro was like the only way to get like a lot of power and like a lot of runtime. But the things have changed drastically. Like battery tech just makes things so clean and so fast, and so torquey. And then you got gasoline weed whacker motors that are 2-stroke, super good. Yeah, you gotta run them dry. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, and then, you know, it's like, it's hard to know. It's just hard to know. And like, at the time, it was like there was such a curve at the time when I was really getting into it. Like when I had the money, when I had enough money to spend on like a high quality RC car, battery tech, like lipos were just coming out. And it was like a no brainer at the point, like brushless motors, lipo batteries were just like breaking through. And then it was just like, well, why do, you know, I'm going to buy $40 worth of nitro fuel. And if I leave it in my garage for like 3 weeks, the nitro is going to dissolve into the air or like evaporate or whatever. Yeah. Gus is talking about, yeah, Gus, I'm into it too. Like, you know, it'll be interesting when when that huge shift happens, when like, you know, when battery tech gets even better, you know, like that's going to be super cool. When it becomes like a drag racing, like when it's like Pro Mod electric, you know what I mean? That's going to be kind of super cool. I'm into it. And like, but what's funny, Gus, is like watching the like Formula E, and then like watching dudes like run out of one car and jump into the next car because the battery's dead in the other car. Like hilarious. Or when they're like talking on Formula E, they're talking to like the team and they're like, I have an opportunity to pass them. Do we have the power? It's like hilarious. Like to me, it's just so funny. It's such a funny era, you know, where like it's good, but it's not good. You know what I mean? And then you're watching like Rich Rebuilds put a V8 into a Tesla. It's so funny. Anyway, I'm into it. Though I'm so into it. Like any kind of like tinkering, make it go fast thing is super wicked. Yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow the comments. So, yeah, Antonio, I'm telling you, man, like, I mean, you just on Marketplace, you'll find one for so cheap, and usually they're just gummed up carbs. And if you're coming from Nitro, you'll know exactly how to fix them, because like a lot of these dudes buy these cars and then they just leave the gas, the 2-stroke gas in the carburetor, and it just like gums up the carb super hard, and then they just can't get it running right, and then they throw it up on Facebook Marketplace for like 300 bones, and then you end up getting a more capable RC car than an X-Max that somebody wants $1,200 for that's clapped out. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, Wicked Wild Style, man. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Yeah. It's Gus is talking real cars, and I'm totally into it. Like I keep watching all these like resto mod, like, you know, electric conversions that are super cool that I'm so into. Anyway, I'm gonna drink more beer. This is what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so that's the Abarth MCD that you hear it's gas still here because you can see the combustion, the fuel coming out. Man, it was actually kind of awesome as a gas powered one. I kind of wish it was still gas powered for some reason. I don't know why. Cheers to beers. Yeah, Nash was driving here actually. Nash was just getting it, and then we had some weird radio glitching happening that we ended up fixing later. But man, good times. It's good times. Oh yeah, the sparks. Look at the sparks. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. All right, the E30. All right. Jeez, it's taking a long time. How many cars have I done? Like 6? Oh, do this. Yeah, so you can actually see the lights. No, you can't. Anyway, the E30 project. I'm gonna grab it. Am I gonna grab it? I'm gonna grab it. Oh. Yes. All right, so this is the E30 project. I'm going to pause the video because, like, we're just playing tons of videos. But this is the E30 project. This is based off of a, I think it's a clone of a different chassis. Let me know in the comments. This is the Bulldog D9 chassis. It is a 4-wheel drive chassis, but it has the McPherson strut style. So, like, the shocks turn with the hub. Like, the shocks are part of the knuckle, and so it's like a real car or whatever, which is what sort of brought me to this chassis. But at the time, I wasn't really drifting a lot. Like the tracks, not really. It just wasn't doing it. I was just like building heavy shelf queens, and so I bought this chassis specifically because it had McPherson style struts, and if you look at the engine bay, it kind of looks. I mean, you've got a giant electric motor right here, but I mean, I tried to make a sort of like a BMW valve cover and a turbo and a giant intercooler and of course bumperless, which is funny, and it looks super cool, and the cage is super cool too. But it's just like I keep adding weight to it, and it's just not, I kind of fizzled out on this build, and the reason I fizzled out is because I knew it wasn't going to drift well. The more I read about making this particular chassis a capable RC drifter, the more I just didn't want to finish this project. So that sucks. You know, I mean, a lot of people make this thing 2-wheel drive from 4-wheel drive to get it to drift a little better, but then there's like a lot of things that they have to do to the chassis to get it to sort of slide properly. But yeah, like, but Wildstyle, like, I don't know if it's gonna be on this chassis. Like, it just sucks because the chassis is just not as capable, or just like it's harder to make capable, which kind of gets me a little angry about it. But what are you saying? Fuck a fizzle out, man. Looks, I know, and it looks good. And I've been staring at it all the time, and it just like looks super nice. And I have another body, and I have box flares for it. So I was gonna make I'm gonna make a wagon M3, which would be super cool. And I mean, I have it. I already cut it out and everything. It's like ready to go. I've shot a bunch of footage of it, but it sort of got shelved for the Cletus McFarland neighbor build, and I'll get to it. I promise you, dudes, something's gonna happen with this thing. It's got to slide at least a few times before I decide to just like raffle it off or something. I don't know. Holy the stable, dude, man, I'm not even close. There's so many more. Anyway, but we're gonna keep talking. Okay, so maybe we'll finish with this one. I'm gonna take another sip of beer, or should I just like show you dudes what's up? So you can see here, I was like figured out a way to 3D print these standoffs that sort of like glue on the chassis or screw on the chassis, and they sort of like hold these styrene pipes to make the cage easier to build. I'm gonna put this back where it actually belongs. Yeah. Let's see, what are you saying? Oh, RC Garage saying a drink. One. Antonio is telling me to drink. What's up? Wait, I don't know why. Why am I showing that? It's weird. Okay, here we go. You should try to drive it before you go. Yeah, man, Monster, I'm not going to give up on it until I drive it for sure. I have a hard time getting rid of things. So I'll get to it. I will freaking get to it, I promise. It's just, yeah. I feel like I know a lot more about RC drifting now, and maybe I needed that experience, you know, running running this guy for a while, and then so now I'm sort of like kind of understand the whole concept a lot better, and because of that, I feel like that thing is going to be easier to get going, which would be cool. And then, you know, here we go. We got another 240. This is my drift missile. Kind of flat black. It's flat black. It's but it's still got shiny over fenders, and it's got shiny doors. And if you look at the front, it's like super beat up, but it's beat up because I like hit the wall a lot. Like this is me like super fast in the straight. Like my track has a super narrow. It has just super narrow. Like it's not a big track. So you got to know what you're doing on on the track that I go to, which I hope still exists after this whole virus that shall not be named BS is over. Like I really want this stupid virus to just leave and never come back, and then hopefully we get the track back and I can go. And I used to drift like 2 days a week, and it was like a good way to get out of the house. And this was the guy. This is the guy that I was smashing, and it's super sweet. So I feel like the stuff that I've learned with this Sakura D5, I will apply to the E30. You know, but yeah, super cool. You can see super rear wheel heavy, like super rear bias weight distribution. It's got these great magnets on the body, man. I wish 3 Racing and Secura or whatever 3 Racing would sell these cups. I'm like trying to get a whole bunch of these cups for the Porsche. It's these like self-registering sort of like metal cups, and like all you have to do is like do this, you know, and the body's on, right? Like that's it. And then like I can hold the body, and it's like super strong, and it's super wicked. Yeah. Online hobby guys saying to thumbs up the video if you could. KS Strictly Sideways, yes. Can't wait for Strictly Sideways to open up. KS, are you a local? Are you a local? Am I gonna see you there? Let's see. Yeah, man, those things hold hard. Monster Parts, what's up, buddy? Yeah, totally. I want it, like, if the minute they come in stock on, like, I don't even know what website, but I gotta buy a whole bunch, because like the Porsche is gonna get held on by like 10 of those, so I gotta like find 10 cups or whatever. Rasta saying, let me buy that D9 of you. We'll see what happens, man. I might end up raffling it off in the end. The idea is to sort of give these things away in the end, but like I gotta make more content out of it, right? Like I just need to make more videos out of it, and then I'll do it. I'll do it. I promise I'll do it. It'll happen. It'll happen. I've got too many of these things. Look behind me. I've got too many going. I got to thin the herd at some point. Yeah, wicked. All right, I'm going to start like going through them all, I guess. We got the Baja Ray next, which we're talking about. Oh, wicked, man. I'll see you at the track hopefully soon. Oh, Online Hobby Guy, I talked about it already, bro. It's like right here. We like talked about it for a little bit. I'm not going to go back. Oh, Tyler, man. How long have I been drifting? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, what do you mean? Like at a track, or are you like, not long. I mean, probably like 30, 40 times, I guess. I mean, to be real. Not, you know, I used to race 2-wheel drive 5th scale trucks, and to be fast, you're basically drifting. So, you know, it's, but with no gyro. But no, it's been, I was since September, I was like actually going to a track, you know, not just like drifting in my living room. But yeah, we're in Arkansas. For a course, yeah, I know. Well, we've got a ton of those, Gus, and maybe that's a good segue into the Baja Ray. I'm gonna grab it without spilling my beer water. Let's see here. Don't you dare! Oh, it's so heavy. It doesn't look as heavy, and then it is. All right. Oh man. All right. So this has got to be one of my favorite RC cars right now, and I don't know why, man. Like, no, I know why. It's a solid rear wheel axle short course truck, 4-wheel drive. It looks super scale. It's a Ford Raptor body, which I've never had a Ford Raptor. I'm not like one of those like dudes that's like Cummins or Ford or whatever. I don't care, but like I feel like this generation of Ford looks pretty mean, and they did a really good job with like a plastic grill. It's got a light bar. It's super cool, and I just like the design of it. There's like the battery goes in the back under here. You know, it's got a little you know, door or whatever. And it's super sweet. And I've upgraded a bunch of stuff. Like I've upgraded the steering servo already. I've put a metal front diff case. I put a metal front diff housing in it as well. And yeah, I've got this like metal scratch plate to protect the chassis. And I've got a third member for it that I haven't put in yet. I've got Proline shocks for it that I haven't made it on this thing yet. But just kind of waiting. Nash and I are probably going to go, and just so I can film this thing, getting some serious hair and doing cool stuff, but it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, this one I've had the most fun with, and I should really get out more with this thing. I haven't been out with it in a while, and it should be really great. Thomas, yeah, the Max sounds super capable. I just don't have the room for it, man. Like, if I'm gonna get a Max, I mean, I may as well just run one of my 5th scale cars. You know what I mean? Totally. Yeah, totally. Raptor. I mean, this thing's pretty sweet, dude. It just looks like a Raptor, but there's nothing about it is a Raptor, right? It's just a Losi Baja Ray. So, you know, you can take your anti-Ford bias and you can just sort of dissolve it away because it only just looks like a Raptor. This thing's a very capable chassis, and I've had just an F ton of fun with it, and I love it. Yeah, the new Bronco is super cool. I kind of feel, Gus, like one day I'm going to end up owning one of those Broncos just because it looks so cool. But I don't know. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Tyler, for sure, I would recommend it. I don't have any experience with the UDR, the Traxxas UDR. So I got to say, like, you know, if you're into buying one of these things, maybe what you should do is like just go on YouTube and search like UDR versus Baja Ray, and I can't remember who else is competing in this market. I'm sure there's a few other cars too that are kind of in the same sort of solid rear wheel, solid rear axle and independent front suspension sort of like, you know, world. So just don't take my word for it, because I've got a lot of experience with this thing, and I kind of know its weaknesses. And I don't know, the UDR might end up having less weaknesses, but I have to say the 10th scale short course truck style RC car is super fun. But figuring out which one is the best one that's going to be on you, man, for sure. The Bronco is the new trend. I don't know, man, dude. Like, okay, great. Oh, right, the Axle has one. Does it have one? I don't even know, but it looks dope. Yeah, totally looks dope. I really like it. It's pretty great. Yeah. It hasn't broken on me. It fits, like, the big thing for me is that it fits on my back. You know, like I can ride my bike with it on my back, and I can take it to the forest, and it's super awesome. Yeah, I'm into it. I like it a lot. It's sweet. I guess the pitfalls though are that the diff housing, like the diffs themselves are made of plastic, so you're gonna have to get a metal diff housing. Not diff housing, a metal diff cup. You have to get metal diff cups for this thing. And then what you also need to do is, like, the third member. The third member on the back axle here, you have to get aluminum. SSD has one that has bigger bearings, which are awesome. So you have to get that. You have to get a faster servo out of the box for these. It's like that, and then that's it. And then I'm not running these things. Like, dudes are running these things on 4S. I'm running this thing still on 2S, and it's fast enough. Like, it doesn't have to be faster. This thing still squats like crazy. The front tires balloon like mad on 2S. Like, you don't need to make this thing super aggressive or whatever. Ras is telling me to drink. What's up? Oh, RC Garage. I kind of updated you. I assume you were not around, but here for the stroller, just for you, RC Garage. I ordered a V-tail mixer, so a mixer that will allow me to mix two channels into one, basically, or mix the throttle and the steering into 2 channels for 2 ESCs. That's what's happening with the stroller. That is coming. I got to order the 2 ESCs, but like I'm trying to sort of get the raffles going. I'm trying to suck you dudes dry of cash to sort of feed into the stroller. And once I get the ESCs, it's like ready to assemble. Like I've taken the troller apart. I know how I'm going to mount the motors. I got to cut that truck still, which is going to happen. And then it's like ready to go. It's ready to go for sure. It's ready to go. Russ is telling me to drink beers. All right. Oh, yeah, you do see NeoPixels behind me, bro. You mean those? Yeah. Yeah, NeoPixels are sick. Aldrez, man, hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. Hopefully it wasn't a late day for you, man. You've been like I'm assuming you've been underground. That or you've been hanging with the kids. I don't know. But I hope you're having a good Tuesday, man. Appreciate you. Your project looks pretty sweet. Maybe I'll show it on Facebook. I didn't save those images, but for all you dudes, Guillaume is like cut a chassis in half and lengthened it like the other day, and it looks cool. Monster Parts, man, wicked. Thanks a lot, buddy. Good to know the associated. I gotta write that down. Damn it. Yeah, because it'd be cool to sort of do my own paint, right? It would be super cool to do my own paint. Yes. I'm writing it down. Associated. Hope I freaking remember to read this. Associated. Can you message me this on Insta so that I don't forget? Because, like, I'm so into putting another body on here. Ah! Oh, man. RC Garage. Thanks a lot, buddy. No problem. No problem. Oh, it's going to happen. See, Taylor, when COVID hit, when the virus shall not be named hit, I couldn't order any more of the canisters. So, like, and then, like, the freaking bike shop ran out of them. And then, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why CO2 was so hard to get for me. But, I mean, I haven't tried in a while. But, yes, that's going to happen, too. I just don't, like, there's so much stuff going on that, like, it's been rough. But I have it. It's in there. It's in a bag. I've got it all labeled. It's, like, ready to go. Ready to go. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. I'm trying to read the comments so that I'm not, like, whippets. No, but whippets are nitrous oxide. So, I don't know. Like, it's CO2 that I'm looking for. And, like, CO2 does not... I mean, other than, like, depriving your brain of oxygen, it's not nitrous oxide. Am I doing it wrong? Yeah, man. Oh, man. You're probably going to get it, bro. Not a lot of people are jumping in on this. Yeah, not a lot of people are jumping in on this freaking raffle. So, what's up, Gags? Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday, man. And you're still up. It's late for you, dude. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to put this away. All right, so that's the Baja. The Baja is pretty sweet. I really like it. I don't know why. I feel because I've been doing large scale for so long. I've been doing, like, big RCs that, like, having something this size, it's, like, the perfect size. Because, like, it doesn't take up super amounts of space. And it's, like, ready to go when I need it to. And like, I mean, with all the other super fun bashers I have that are like 5th scale, it's like, it's such a process, you know. It's such a process to, like, you need to put it in the trunk, you got to, like, get gas, you got to make sure everything works. This thing is just like you throw a 2S in it and just hook it. And I'm so into it. I'm going to try not to knock anything over. Oh god, don't knock over. Oh my god, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, don't you dare. All right, I should keep going, I guess. Oh man, there's so much stuff. What time is it? 11:34. Should I keep going? I guess I should keep going. Man, I'm holding 50 of you dudes. Yeah, if you guys could thumbs up the video, that would be super huge. If you guys are just joining me, I'm going through my whole RC collection. Man, it took a long time to sort of get everything out of its sort of like living area and on display here for you dudes, even though it is out of focus. I might have to do... No, we're going to drink more beer. Losing my voice. Gear Guy, thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate you, dude. You guys are all getting entered in the raffle, and I appreciate you guys a lot because you help support the Troller Stroller, and yeah, no drag cars yet, Thomas. Not yet, buddy. Let's see, Gus Carter. So Hip Hop Go, Doom. Oh yeah, dude. It was sad when Doom went, man. Doom was, yeah, just what a lyricist, man. That guy was awesome. MF Doom was. Yeah, it was sad. It was a sad time. It was kind of unexpected as well. Anyway, drinking beers. Cheers to beers. All right. Yeah, man, it might happen, Thomas. It's just there's like I'm not adding any more projects until I like finish the ones I got going. And then when I finish the ones I got going, yeah, maybe. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I've got this like K truck box there that's actually got a RC K truck, like one of those Japanese little tiny trucks. Definitely want one of those to go really, really fast. So that might end up happening with that, but not for a while. Rasta, cheers to beers, bro. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, okay. Yeah, DMX too. That was recent for sure. Rough. Okay, let's get away from depressing. Yeah. I mean, not depressing, like just sad. It's just sad. All right, let's hit it. Let's talk a little bit about the E30. Oh man, okay, so I found this HPI E30 for sale on eBay, and it was super, super cheap. And RP Wheelchair Jimmy, not soon enough. Online hobby guy, not soon enough. Never been a big fan of Drake. I don't know. I don't get it. But you know what? Maybe it's just because I don't get it. It's not that I don't respect the guy. I just don't. Not into it. Anyway, all right. We got the E30 here. This is an original like HPI E30. This is how it came. This is my like straight up shelf queen. This thing will never get driven. I just hold on to it, and it just sits on my shelf and collects dust. Like that's basically all it does. But it's just like one of those cars that I just like really like looking at, and it's super sweet. And I bought it on a whim. It was a good deal at the time, and I don't think I'll ever drive it. This thing is just gonna sit there until I like put it up for an exorbitant amount of money 20 years from now, and everybody laughs at me on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, right. Did he? Baja had one of these. But yeah, world's fastest. Yeah, that's the idea. Wild Style. I think WPL had a contest about making them fast. I just like don't want another project, so at some point I will make it the fastest. But not right now. Yeah, no, and he didn't, man. Like. Is like, oh man, yeah. I mean, they weren't like super well off, but they were definitely upper middle class. That's for sure. I don't want to like gauge the dude. Like he worked really hard. But who was his producer? Noah Shabib or whatever. I don't like the style that they made. I mean, we're not talking about RC right now, but I don't like the whole like crushing the vocal range frequencies out of the backing tracks to like enforce the vocal tracks. Like it just, to me, it hurts my ear. Like it just sucks. But that, I mean, that's just me. I'm not gonna, whatever. Let's get back to RCs. Let's see here. We have a purple shaft for HPI. You know what? The chassis on this thing is awful. So I would never, like, look, this is the steering angle. That's it. That's maxed out. Look, that's as much steering angle as you get on this car. Here, I'll show you these. All right, that's it. That's it. So this is not a drift chassis. This is just for, like, you know, throwing a battery in and getting your kid to smash it into a curb, basically. So, yeah, a little peep. A little peeped? Really? A little peeped? Why didn't I know about this? Whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sweet. This thing looks sick. Yeah. So anyway, I love this thing. It's just a shelf queen. There's no story behind this. I just bought it, and then I just put it on the shelf. So I'm going to put it back. All right, what else? What else we got? What else we have not talked about? Oh, okay. I got some neighbor. Let's talk about neighbor a little bit. All right, so neighbor build is coming along-ish. I've just been like kind of setting things up. If you look, you know, I'm making the barriers for the the burnout pad. The burnout pad is gonna, Super Greg, man, thanks a lot, buddy. Yeah, appreciate you hardcore. That's amazing. This is gonna go towards the ESCs, and it's gonna make the stroller happen sooner. I gotta order those ESCs. I'm gonna order them as soon as possible, and hopefully next week we'll have more updates on the stroller, and it'll actually be put together. And hopefully we can actually like get the stroller happening like in the next couple of weeks, which should be sweet. But anyway, this is the neighbor update. So the neighbor update, I made this like, what is it called? It's a, oh gosh, oh my gosh, the beer's happening. It's working. It's working. I made a mold. The mold is for this like concrete barrier. And what's in this bag here? So you guys want to see my address? Not that I don't want you guys to see my address or anything, but hold on. So in here, we're gonna get. We got ourselves some permastone, Man, I wish I could write. Let's see here. Do we have a Sharpie? Come on, Sharpie. Don't do this to me. I got a marker. All right, we'll do this. Permastoned. Yeah. Permastoned. Boom. We got permastoned casting plaster. It's basically a casting compound plaster. I kind of got this just to sort of test it out. It just kind of feels. Oh man, I hope. Oh my god. All right, it's a bag of cocaine. Is basically what it is. No, it's not. It's a plaster of Paris basically, and what it's going to do is it's going to start making all of the barriers that I need to encase the neighbor as it burns out. We got to make this thing look as much like a Burnout Rivals event, that we can in 10 scale. So hopefully Cletus sees us making this thing work, and maybe he'll shout us out. And then we're going to have to deal with a whole bunch of people asking me questions that don't know anything about RC, and it's going to be weird. Or he just totally ignores us, and we just have a crazy amount of fun burning down a neighbor build. Which, I don't know. I don't know which one I'm hoping more for, but I'm into it. I'm into it anyway. And you don't drop it, then you have crack. Yeah, permastoned. Hashtag permastoned. For show. All right, dudes. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a. Oh boy. boy. Can I find it is the question. Break. All right, dudes. I'm going to just give me a minute. Give me 1 minute, 4 seconds. All right. Hopefully I make it back in time. Oh, I made it. I made it. Oh, I made it before it looped. No way. We did it, dudes. We did it. We did it. Let's see what else are you saying. Smoke amongst yourselves, for sure. We say, I'd love to see you do. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm gonna build stuff that's sort of like, I don't know, that sort of fits sort of the history of like the car culture that I've been into. So like, it's hard to sort of even know where to begin with a Monte Carlo, you know. All right, I'll do it. Cheers to beers. Time is 11:46. Yes, cheers to beers, bros. All right, so, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to do SAS this week because not a lot of people tagged SAS. So maybe we'll leave it for next week because, you know, there'll be just more people to talk about, which should be wicked. But anyway, what else? We didn't talk about all of the cars. That's for sure. There's only 37 dudes watching. Not only. There's 37 dudes watching. If you guys could thumbs up the video, that'd be huge. Man. I'm beat. I'm beat. What else do we have updates for? Porsche? No, we talked about Porsche. Man, I'm losing it. I'm losing it, dudes. Oh, Gear Guy. Yeah, you do. And I will definitely... Yeah, you do. And they look beautiful. Gear Guy. And you know what? I'll do it just for you, Gear Guy. Because, like... yeah, you deserve some serious shout-outs for sure. Your work is just incredible. SAS is a bit lacking. Yeah, if you dudes are on Instagram and you're posting videos, definitely hashtag scale is SHIT. And no, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. You know, it's up to you dudes. So, wicked. Already on it. Okay, we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. I just have to, like, stop screen sharing, start screen sharing, jump on here. Here we go. All right, wicked, let's do this. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Guys, it's the beer. It's the freaking beer. It's the beer. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. Wait, is there audio? Oh, man. I'm not doing well today, guys. I don't know what is happening. All right, we did it.
Hashtag scale and shit.
Wicked dude. So if you guys hashtag scale as what's on the screen there, scale as SHIT, I'll shout you out on every episode of Tall Can Tuesday. So don't forget to do it. And yeah, we're gonna go through Instagram. There's a bunch of you dudes who posted cool stuff. Guillaume, you were one of them on Facebook. I didn't have a chance to compile all that, but I will for next week. So add photos to your project, Guillaume, and I'll definitely show that off next week. So yeah, let's do this. Wait, I gotta share screen. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, that's the editing screen, so that's probably not what you want to see. Yeah, that's what you want to see. All right, Wicked, so 10 Scale Garage is showing off his... Is that a Civic? That looks like a Civic. No? Oh, the back wheel. Look at the back wheel. Looks like he lost a control arm or something. Is that like a Citroen? It's like some kind of weird European like hatchback. You go to Europe and it's like full of hatchbacks. Not sure. Could be just a Civic. Not sure. You guys let me know. But I'm going to move on. We got Drift Spec is crawling. Loving the crawling. It's super cool. Oh, shoot. I didn't even talk about the... Man, there's stuff I didn't talk about. Like the Gen 8 Maiden. The Gen 8 Maiden had quite a maiden. It worked very well. But this thing looks super sweet. Love that Jeep Cherokee body. That's a Jeep Cherokee, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, it looks cool. A little robotic, though, eh? Like, it's got that, like... It's, like, jerky. But super cool. Vigilance RC, man. Love that all red LED, treatment. That thing looks super cool. The headlights look super, super cool. I think that's super awesome. Oh, it's a Renault. Okay, it's a Renault. Comanche. Okay, it's a Jeep Comanche. Yeah, no, that was probably the good wacky tobacco in my 20s. All right, I'm gonna keep moving. Yeah, man, Gear Guy, man. That looks crazy. You got those like water. I don't even know what those are. I'm assuming some kind of oil coolers, transmission cooler, oil cooler, whatever. Looks sweet. Super into it. Yeah, and I love how you added like the magnets from the D5. You like incorporated everything so well. And then the SRC toe hook toe, thing is super cool. So into it. I'm gonna keep going through your photos. That thing looks sweet. Yeah, you win for the best interior, man. That thing looks so good. Looks so good. And then you added the carbon in the back too. Gear Guy, man. Making us all look bad, bro. Look at that dash. So that, guys, if you guys aren't following Gear Guy on Instagram, go do it. This is on top of a D5 chassis. It's super sweet. Man, it looks so good. It looks so good. And then what's that Camaro in the background? Oh, man. That looks so good. Look, everyone's saying it. Sweet. So sweet, Gear Guy. Boom. Smoke amongst yourselves. Yeah, it's just absolutely badass. Oh, no, we're talking SRC, so Scale RC, I think. I can't remember what it stands for. It's SRC. Dude's from South Africa, Vivian. Oh, Grobler. He makes the sickest Scale RC drift cars out there. So if you don't know SRC, check him out on Instagram. And then the owner of SRC is Vivian Grobler. He's the guy that made those like 2 JEEZE 10 scale motors that just look so awesome. Yeah, Gus is saying that console is amazing. It is. I'm hoping there's more photos. Oh, Charger. Sorry. I don't know my domestic muscle cars as well as I should. SRC, hashtag drunk. Yeah, I'm getting there. Although I have another beer. Should I drink it? I wonder if Paula's going to chime in and not tell me to drink it. Tell me not to drink it. Jeez. I didn't even do snacks. Oh my God. All right, guys. I'm going to take a pause right now from just gonna take a pause. I'm gonna take a pause from SAS for a second. And I'm gonna try some of these Guinness rich chili chips. So, I feel like when you drink Guinness, it's like eating a steak. Like you kind of have to like cut Guinness with a knife and fork. Maybe it's the same with these chips. These are fantastic. Oh my god, these are so good. A delicious creation of hand-cooked quality potatoes, crisped to perfection, then seasoned with a selection of herbs, tomato, and chili, combined with a flavor of the most iconic Irish stout. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Guinness. Rich chili. These are delicious. So good. So good. All right, we'll go back to it. Those are some damn good chips. But yeah, Gear Guy, man. Crazy. And then does Monster Parts deserve a bit of a shout out? Did he give you a bunch of whole advice on resin printing? I feel like you got a resin printer and now you just like leveled up. Like it's like straight up you ate the mushroom and now you're like all of a sudden your skills are heightened. Maybe not, just like your print quality and detail has just straight up improved, which is so awesome. So awesome. It looks so good. Yeah. We could give it, so shout out goes to Monster Parts for sure. But Gear Guy, no, the designs, the 3D designs are what make everything look so good. And then the resin printer just makes it a reality. You know what I mean? Yeah, super, super cool. I cook chips by hand. Gus, man, I want some of your chips. A whole other level. Gear Guy, man. I'll bug you about it later. I'm assuming resin printing is a bit stinky, but man, serious props, bro. Yo, these, I'm telling you right now, bros, if you can't smell them, but oh my good lord, these are tasty. You guys got to find Guinness Rich Chili chips. And oh no. And they go really well with beer. Oh shh. That was loud. Paul's gonna be mad. Ooh. Okay. Gus, you gotta send me some of these chips. Totally. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on. Let's see here. Scale Addiction, man. Scale Addiction put this wicked, oh man, Mitsu. What is it, an Evo? Does it say? What is this thing? It's an Evo, right, dudes? Tell me. Let me know. Stateside. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm sure you can find them. Chips and beer. Dude, man, chicken wangs are my freaking favorite, bros. Cholesterol is delicious. Evo. Okay, thanks, Monster Parts. Yeah, definitely. Evo. Love it. He killed it. And that's also on a Secura D5 chassis. Yeah, here we go. He's, I told him he's not running his gyro with enough gain. And he's like, I'm running at like 40%. I'm like, gotta go higher. Things gotta feel like it steers itself. And that's how you know you're in that sweet spot. But yeah, anyway, Scale Addiction deserves some serious shout outs. This dude like makes the coolest 3D printing bodies out there, and look, they're drifting on a D5 chassis, and that's super sweet. I'm into it. I'm so into it. So into it. Come on, what, reverse entry? What? But I love it. If you're the online hobby guy, man, if you're fighting the gyro with your steering, I don't know. I feel like when I was setting up my RC drifter at the track, and they were like, "No, you got to up the gain. You got to up the gain." There was this like real sweet spot where it just became really easy, you know, where it just like my steering would catch, like the gyro would turn, and my steering would catch the gyro in the right spot. And then it just became so fluid. And then it ended up being that I was actually steering less than I was throttling, you know, and then like the throttle control became the control, and the steering was just sort of like a way to sort of tap it in the opposite direction, you know, like you were just tapping the steering to get it to sort of switch direction. And then everything else was in the throttle. My God, Rasta, I'm on it. I'm on it. But yeah, here's Scale Addiction killing it. Loving that. Yeah, I mean, you can do it without. Also, it depends on a lot of factors as well, so it's hard to say. I'm sure whatever feels right is the correct way, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Gear Guy, man, the all-wheel drives are like so brute force. It feels like the rear, like just jump into it. I'm sure you'll have a good time. Throttle control, straight up. Oh, got a crash, y'all. Okay, Nash is out. Nash, have a good night, man. See you next week. Well, no, I'll see you probably before next week, but have a good night, brother. Less torque, way less. All right, we're gonna keep moving. All right, Scale Addiction is working on his R34, you know, Wicked Skyline. Of course, that looks sweet. Getting rid of all those like 3D printing lines from the FDM 3D printer, and you can see how much work he puts into his bodies, because he had to like file all that, you know, all the filler out, which is pretty crazy. Nukem Bros Garage, man. You know, you're going, wait, what's that? Who's that YouTuber that's that makes these like crazy characters? But you're going that style, and it looks super cool. I also love the servo. Jesus, the servo horn on the bottom of that shock. Super cool. Is that Kiss makeup? Am I crazy? No, that looks good though. Super into it. Super into it. Yeah, Gear Guy, man. Man, that looks so good. Those oil coolers, transmission coolers, whatever they are, I don't know, on the Corvette, I have no idea, but it looks correct. It looks correct. Drift Craze got new rims. Those things look sweet. What else? Drift Craze. Oh, right. I'm going to go through this. He's building this comp crawler, and it looks so cool. Look, he's got motor on axle, so it keeps the weight super low. Yeah, I haven't gone this crazy into crawling, but it's making me kind of want to. It looks super cool. I'm so into it. Drift Craze, man. That's super cool. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to keep moving. Yeah, it looks cool, man. Super cool. Super cool. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been, like, never had the need to go with the comp crawler style, so I have no idea. But Drift Spec RC, that looks sweet. Looks like you got a good place to crawl for sure. Damn, that crawler though. Oil coolers, the real thing. Gear guy, man. Seriously, that looks so awesome. Yeah, oh, there you go. Danny. Yeah, Danny's stuff. Yeah, that's the dude. I'm going to go back for a second. Yeah, so I guess it's like Danny. So this dude on YouTube, I can't remember Danny's RC. I can't remember his YouTube channel. Wild Style, let me know in the comments so I can shout him out. But yeah, it's quite the inspiration just for like the cool. Like I don't want to call it steampunk because I feel like steampunk is crap in comparison to Danny's stuff. Like Danny's stuff is like more like, oh man, what's that freaking post-apocalyptic movie? It's like very oh god, I'm getting too wasted from the beer. My brain's not working. Anyway, check out Danny's stuff on YouTube and check him out. Oh man, I'm doing terrible, guys. This is not great. Newcomb Bros, man. Hopefully you send me that freaking sticker so I can throw it on the door of the Gen 8. That would be super cool. Zombieland? Not like Zombieland. What's that one where they're like going through the desert and like, do you know what I'm talking about? It's post-apocalyptic desert. Charlize Theron's in it. Not Mad Max. Mad Max kind of, but Mad Max, like original Mad Max, isn't as cool. Oh, it is Mad Max. Did they do a reboot? Yeah, they did. Okay, yes, it is Mad Max. I'm sorry. When I hear Mad Max, I'm like 1980s, like different type of Mad Max. But yes, totally Mad Max. And Danny, okay, this is the dude you guys got to follow. Danny Huyun. Anyway, he's got some really cool stuff. Maybe I should, hold on. I'm going to do this. Yes, this dude. All right, check this dude out. I'm like looking for this one video where like that it was like throttle body for the eyes. Oh my god, this dude just making the coolest stuff. Really? Anyway, doesn't matter. Oh, you're gonna have to watch this commercial. Oh god. Oh no, YouTube, don't get me in trouble. Yeah, this dude just makes the coolest stuff. Like, if you guys aren't following this dude, Danny, on YouTube, you better. Like, he does some cool stuff. And I'm like so into it. I'm so into it. So cool. Anyway, check it out. And Newcomb Bros, hopefully you send me those stickers. But if you didn't, that's all good. RC Garage, new platform. Maybe not new platform. On his MC1. Looks super cool. John, man. That thing looks sick. I love the scratch. Like, I just love how used it feels, you know? Like, it's been through. It's been through a lot. And that just makes it so awesome. So into it. So into it. Matt, BMX. Yeah, the elevation change on RC drifting, like when there's like big bumps. Also the shots on this thing. Matt BMX, dude. You got some skills. That looks great. I love the grass in the foreground. Dude, just great. Good work. Oh, and then look at the freaking 240 in the background. Dude, you deserve like a serious like for this video. This thing is so awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so into it. Matt BMX. Dude, not only is your video, everything about this is just like hitting the right spots. Just good work, man. Pink and the freaking gold, delicious. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, all good, John. These chips, oh my god. I'm going to eat all these chips. God, they're so good. Yeah, I mean, I think, okay, we're looping already through it, so we're going to move on. RC Garage, man. You guys have the sickest track. I love those lights. Man, wicked. Just wicked track. Wow. Drooling, man. I gotta go there one day and just hit it. I'm so into it. Also, the shot is sweet. The reverse shot on top of the roof there. So good. Or 1209. Okay. Propose a trade. You send me Guinness chips. I'll send you Beacon Point chips. Gus, man, message me on Instagram. I'll send you some of these chips. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order? All right. I'm going to move on. Let's see your high slide away with this like super mini crawler. I mean, the body is super sweet. Super sweet. And the people that go into this much detail where they like, you know, put the LED lights in the back of the, you know, this is like gear guy, man. This is gear guy style. Straight up. Battle sprint, yes. Yeah, can't wait to go crawling again, man. That was fun. RC Garage. Oh, you're at Super G. All right. All right. One day I'll make the trip for sure. Russell. Not big into trailers. I don't know why I'm not big into trailers, but I'm just not. But yeah, no, but it deserves props for sure. Gulf Coast RC. Yeah, man, that freaking. What is this thing even? It's a Mercedes, right? The Merc. Yeah, I'm into it. It looks good. Everything about that looks good. Grimsley, man. God, I want to crawl where you're at, man. That looks like volcanic rocks or something. Looks good. Looks good. RC Garage. That AE. That 86. Oh, gosh. That Hachiroku, man. That thing looks super awesome. Love the, like, dinged up door, missing front fender. Those old school rims. So awesome. So good. So good. Oh, Wildstar Customs probably watched the stream and he was like, because I was like, it's like it missed leg day or whatever. Filled out those fender flares. That looks so good. Looks so good. Looks so good. Oh wait, I should go back. A Supra. I don't know if I'm into the new Supras as much as the old Supras. Like they have to grow on me, I guess. But RC Garage, man, paint looks great. Love the gray. The light buckets are incredible. I love how you painted the diffuser in the back bumper black. Like everything about it looks good. Even like the stance, the wheel, the freaking gap. Everything looks just so good. So good. Wait, are there more pictures? One more. Yeah, that looks so good. Yeah, man. It's better than I can do, that's for sure. And then Dave Zilla. I think we're into last week. I don't know, Russell's and his Evo. Looks pretty sweet. And then, Reckless RC. Drifting in his base. Like, this is what I need, man. I need a basement. Yeah, you need more slower shutter. Faster shutter, and then you won't get so much blur. Board Z92, that thing looks sick. Yeah, everything looks so good. 10 scale garage and that Corvette, that Arma. I guess it's like that big Arma. He's got some speed with that thing. Monster Parts, man, is this your new driver? Because that's sick. Oh man, you guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. Wild Style. Heard my comments of like missing leg day. This looks super cool. All right, I think we're done. Dave Zilla, that's it. That's all of them. That's all of them. Hold on, I'm doing stuff. All right, Wicked. I'm still drinking beer. There's a lot of beer. Yeah, so if you dudes have, if you're posting stuff on YouTube, RC related, make sure you hashtag scale as SHIT And I will show you out every Tall Camp Tuesday because, like, you guys do better work than I do, and you deserve some recognition. And yeah, you guys, yeah, keep me inspired, and you give me wicked ideas, and it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna drink some more. Let's see here. Where's that video you made of you on the skateboard running the... Oh, all right. I mean, I got it. Let's see here. Stable. Twin hammers. You mean, oh gosh, if it will decide to switch. Hold on. Well, this one, Gummy? I'm drinking a beer. Cheers. Yeah, this is me on the skateboard. Yeah, there you go. Can you see it? It's actually a twin hammers, bro. With the NeoPixel lights on the top. And it's me skateboarding, controlling it, and shooting video at the same time. It was quite hard. I was going pretty fast. But yeah. Yeah, good times, good times. I was trying to get a thumbnail. I was trying to do a kickflip in behind while doing this. It's hard. Later, Slade, man. Hope we had a good week. Hope we had a good week, brother. And, I mean, better than last week. And we'll see you next week, Slade. Let's see here. Yeah, night Slade. Anyway, let's, we're going to probably kill the stream soon because, like, I'm running out of energy, bros. It's hard. It's hard. Too much beer. Not enough chips, basically. These Guinness chips. Delicious. Oh, yeah, I can. Stroller. This one? It's without socks. Nobody wants to see this, bros. But yeah, no, I can throw it down. I used to skateboard a lot, like a lot. And I mean, before, like, good at skateboarding now is a lot different than good at skateboarding in like 2002. So, but I could throw down. Definitely throw down on the skateboard. I probably still kickflip every time. I can 3-flip. You know, love hard flips. Hard flips were like my favorite. Inward heels were my favorite at the time. Not a lot of switch was happening at the time because, like, you just didn't develop switch so much as you do now. Like, everybody's into, like, figuring out what the easiest tricks were switch for you. And like, I mean, I can switch nollie. I can, like, nollie kickflip. You know what I mean? Like, that's about it. What else? I can nollie. I can, like, you know, there's just, like, yeah. It's just weird, man. It's weird evolution in skateboarding because, like, you have, like, 1,000 people telling you how to do stuff on YouTube now. So it's like, oh, I want to learn how to hard flip. Now you can figure out, like, the slow-mo of how to do it in the video, like where to put your feet in the pocket and all this stuff. Dude, man, all I had was like a worn out 411 VHS tape on how to kickflip. Like, that's all you had. And then you had magazines showing, like, Muska doing, like, hard flips down like 3 stairs holding our stereo. You know what I mean? Like, that was it back in the day. But yeah, it was a different time at the time, you know, predating Google. Like, Google didn't exist at the time, you know, predates Google. But I'll throw down, man. Throw me a skateboard, I'll freaking throw down. I swear to God, like I can ride that thing like nothing. But yeah. Now you got like, you know, you got all these like trendsetter skateboarder dudes. But Wild Style knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. 411 videos. That's what it's all about. What were you saying right here? It's they be keep damn chips, and I have none in the house. I'm sorry I'm making you want chips, bro. I'm so sorry. Wait, there was like other stuff that Paula bought. Like I kind of really wanted to try Dip Dab, but maybe I'll save this for next week because like it looks hilarious. Dip Dab. I think it's like a lollipop and then powder, and you like dip it. It's like a fun dip, but from the UK. And then also maybe I'll try one of these. Jelly Babies. I'll try with Jelly Babies. Oh, it's late. It's super late. Should probably kill this string. Oh, it's quite pungent. Oh, I don't want yellow. I want the yellow. Oh. Okay, there's some serious cornstarch. I don't know if they look like babies, like jelly babies, more like trolls or something. I like it. I'd rather take gummy bears. I take gummy bears over jelly babies. Just me though. Just me. And I also prefer these. Oh my God, delicious. Anyways, all right. No, do the damn chips. Do the damn chips. You mean the chips? Oh my God, okay. No, I don't know. There's 31 units. Let's kill the stream. Oh man, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, dudes. Yes, thanks a lot for coming and hanging out on Tall Can Tuesday. Hopefully you guys had a good video. We didn't even go through the whole collection. There's just so many. We didn't really talk about Cletus McFarlane's one. We didn't talk about the Drift Helix build. We didn't talk about, oh my God, the Gens Ace. Man, we'll talk about it next week, though. But the Gens Ace had its maiden voyage. I'm editing that video right now. Hopefully that thing's going to come out soon. It's like a beginning to end video on sort of trying to keep it budget. Although I did tally up the cost of the Gen 8, and it is just a little bit over $500 US, which I don't know how budget build that is, but you know, I guess considering that I got to pick every component, it is just as pricey as a TRX or like a, I don't know, high-end Traxxas, whatever, hilarious. But yeah, and then also Gens Ace. Huge shout out goes to Gens Ace. They are definitely sponsoring the channel soon, so we'll be getting some batteries from them. But hopefully you guys had a good Tuesday. It is definitely now Wednesday. You know, hopefully the week goes quickly for you dudes and you guys can get out on the weekend, and hopefully the weather is good on the weekend. Fudge the week. Who cares about the week? But I appreciate you dudes. Yeah, and yeah, come hang out on Tuesday if you guys want to take part in the raffle. We're going to be raffling off another Drift Helix chassis and front bumper, and anything that you guys put towards super chats will go towards the channel. And yeah, like I said, I've got the Porsche build is on the go. The gosh, Cletus McFarlane's neighbor is also on the go. These are all videos that should come out soon, hopefully, if I don't get swamped with work. And it's a super busy time of the year for us at work. But yeah, appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys next week. Cheers to beers. Oh my God, there's still a full beer. I should probably drink the rest of this beer because there's like this much left in it. Good Lord. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you guys haven't thumbs up the video, please do. If you're not subscribed, then what are you even doing? Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we're going to definitely be investing some more money into the live streams. yeah, I'm gonna definitely buy a live switcher soon, which I'm not looking forward to because it's almost $2,000, but it should happen because then I can do cool stuff, and I can add more cameras and we can do more fun stuff. I got to make sure to evolve the channel. Got to make sure to evolve the live stream, you know, to just sort of make it more entertaining and add more stuff to it. We got to add more people. Hopefully, you know, Nash is a bit shy, but I'm going to, you know, if you guys bug him enough, he'll definitely come on the stream. So please do it. But yeah, have a good night and stay safe, dudes. And get these chips. They're freaking delicious. Cheers to beers, bros. Have a good night. Ciao.